Namaste, I'm Vedagurudev, and today I'm going to share a proven spiritual system that's already helped thousands experience deep transformation. When you join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, here's exactly what you'll get. Weekly deep dive classes, Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bi-monthly Holy Fire Yagna ceremonies to clear energetic blocks. Weekly Satsangs and Q&A, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Instant access to over 200 plus on-demand classes on asanas, pranayama, mantra japa, and meditation. Direct VIP access to me for daily mentorship and support. This is not just information, it's direct transmission, guidance, and transformation. Thousands have already said yes to the Kriya Yoga path. And if you're here now, something inside you is ready too. Click the Join Now button below, choose your membership, and begin your journey to inner freedom today. See you inside the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass.
Kriya Babaji Namo. 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 Kriya Babaji Namo.
Welcome to our October 1st Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang here at the Kriya Yoga School. So we have our first Satsang of October 2025. But before we get started, we have to welcome our very auspicious and honored guests. We'll start off with first Goddess Lakshmi Devi, the goddess of infinite abundance, wealth, and prosperity. And I will say her mantra wholeheartedly with love and devotion 3 times. Om Sharim Kleem Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Kleem Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Om Sharim Kleem Lakshmi Narayana Biyam Namaha. Next to her, the highest of them all, pure consciousness himself, Adi Yogi, the first yogi, Lord Shiva. And I would say his mantra with love and devotion wholeheartedly 3 times also. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Next to Lord Shiva, behind Mataji, is the remover of all obstacles, Lord of success, Lord Ganesha himself. And I will say his mantra 3 times with love and devotion wholeheartedly also. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. Om Gam Ganapataye Namaha. And in front, the fountainhead of Kriya Yoga, the deathless, immortal Himalayan yogi, our beloved Satgurudeva in Kriya Yoga, Babaji himself. And I would say Babaji's Mula mantra 3 times with love, devotion, wholeheartedly also. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. Om Kriya Babaji Namo. And last but not least, the deathless, immortal Himalayan yogini, Mataji herself. And I would say her mantra with love, devotion, wholeheartedly also. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Om Kriya Mataji Namo. Now that we have welcomed all our honored, auspicious guests to our October Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang, before we get started, make sure you subscribe, like, comment, everything above. Watch all the videos you can at our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. You know, we have very great live Babaji quotes every day, and we have Satsang and Soul Talk edits every day. So a lot of great nuggets and insights at our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. So make sure you support the Kriya Yoga School family and subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. And also, we're debuting a new thing today. So we're making soul connections worldwide, and we have a new platform. It's called soulinder.com. So SOULINDER.com. So we're connecting like-minded spiritual people on the spiritual path, connecting souls. So if you want to join, go to soulinder.com, and hopefully you can make a soul connection. It doesn't have to be a romantic connection. It could be finding people who are walking the spiritual path, who want to practice yoga with you, or connecting with like-minded souls all around the world. So go to soulinder.com. And as always, if you want to master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogashop.com. Join me, Veronica, all of our 70 Kriya Yoga School members at the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. So again, that is kriyayogamasterclass.com. And with that said, we are ready to start our October 1st, 2025 Vedgurudev's live Q&A Kriya Yoga Satsang. So anybody has any questions, please put it in the YouTube chat and we will answer it as best as we can wholeheartedly. Namaste, Veronica. How are you doing today?
Namaste. I'm doing great. So yesterday I quit one of my jobs. One of my employers found out about one of my other jobs, and they told me, you either quit that one or this one. You can't work both jobs. So the job that was telling me I had to quit, the other job, I just quit them because I felt like they were giving me an ultimatum. So I don't know. I was getting, paid some money from them and some hours, but I don't know. Things will work out. I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not selling my soul. So I'm just like, I feel lighter. I feel better, but I was just like, I don't know. I was just in that moment. I was just like, I don't want to work for you. So that happened yesterday. So, yep.
Yeah. Sometimes it's like magic. The trash takes itself out, you know? Like when you see the writing on the wall, then you're like, yeah, I don't really want to work here anyway. So it's like a blessing in disguise. So thank you for giving me the out that I've always been looking for. I want to work with good people with good energy. I don't want to work for slave masters or people who try to control me and give me ultimatums. So see you later.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a blessing. I just like, I feel like things are going to work out. I'll be guided to where I need to go.
Yeah, hold on. I'm just Justin, I wanted to see the comments. So I clicked on the comments. Yeah, go ahead.
I've got lots of comments for you.
Okay, great.
I let everybody know we were running a couple minutes late, and Katu Roti sent us some fire
Well, before you
emojis.
get to that, I'm gonna say we film Mantra Monday before this, right? And
Yes.
sometimes Mantra Monday goes a little bit long because we're in the groove. So
Yeah.
bear with us if we're a couple minutes late. Today we did Lord Brahma, and I was feeling the essence, the divine qualities of the creator of the universe, Lord Brahma.
Yeah.
So we're a little late, but we're here now. So
Yes. It was a very powerful one, so check it out Monday. You won't be disappointed. Katu Roti sends us 3 fireballs. Thank you for the fire. We always need fire.
yeah, more fire emojis. We never get enough fire.
Yes.
If you don't know, right here is where we do our actual full moon and new moon fire. This is our Yagna pit. So yeah, we love fire. Burning up all of our vasanas, samskaras, all of our ego, all of our karma, all of our blockages, resistance, obstacles, all fears, all maya, watching it go all up in smoke and no longer serves you. Swaha. So keep sending those fires. Burn up all that no longer serves you in the holy Yagna fire, or your internal fire and your Manipura, your fire pit, your navel chakra. So burn it all up. It no longer serves you. Up in smoke. Bye, Felicia. Bye-bye.
Bye, Felicia. And our soul sister Sandy says, no problemo. Better late than never.
No problemo. Better late than never, right?
And Sandy says, happy spooky October, everyone. Happy spooky October.
Yeah, we're still here, October 2025. October 16th is actually my birthday.
Yeah,
so
it's your
my
birthday
birthday
month.
will be coming up. Halloween's coming up. So I have a great infinity for October. That's my month. I am a Libra. So the scales of balance, right? Balance. 1 foot in the world, but not of the world, right? One foot out the world.
Speaking of Halloween, did you have a go-to costume when you were a kid that you like to dress up as? Or was it different every year?
I was a kid, so a long time ago. So I don't know. I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
Transformers. I don't know. I like when I was young, they had these plastic costumes and the plastic mask. It's not like as in detail as possible. You go to like Walmart or Kmart, and you had this mask that went over. So I like to be like Luke Skywalker, the Ewoks, or I don't know. I was more on the positive side, like I didn't like Darth Vader or the Stormtroopers. I like more of the benevolent Yoda. I think I was Yoda one year. I always liked Yoda's wisdom.
Yeah.
He reminds me of Yoda Yogi. So like similar, right?
It was always
I didn't even think about it. It was always in me. I had that quest, that calling to go to the Kriya yoga path and become a yogi. So yeah, my go-to costume was some Star Wars or Transformers or something like that, G.I. Joe or whatever, But I would say I was a fan of Star Wars when in the late 70s. I'm kind of dating myself. My father came to me one day and said, do you want to go to the movies in downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania? So me and my brother went to the actual movie theater and saw Star Wars, and my life has never been the same, right? Yes. It blew me away, right? I was like,
whoa. You've been fighting the dark ever since.
I've been fighting the dark side ever since, right? So ever since that day, I've been a fan of Star Wars. And yeah, E.T., I was a fan of E.T.,
Me too.
Like I think one year I dressed up as E.T. phone home. So I'm dating myself. If you're under 30, you probably have no idea what I'm talking about. But yeah, so was my go-to Halloween costumes. And then when I started DJing, I would just dress up like a football player, like
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Steelers or whatever. So an afro and different things. So
Fun. I know I was always a gypsy or a witch. I don't know. Those were like my go-to costumes.
Oh, nice.
So, I don't. One year I did dress up as Princess Leia, and I didn't have enough hair, so I put a cinnamon roll on each side and pinned it in. So
Oh,
made it work.
nice. Oh, the hair rolls. You use the
Yes.
cinnamon roll
Yeah.
to symbolize her hair roll.
Yes. It was very sticky, but it was fun. Oh, yeah. Katsu Roti wishes Sandy happy spooky October as well.
Happy spooky October to everyone out there.
And Sandy sends a happy face. Oh, and Sandy says nice intro. I like your our new intro too. I think it's like 100%.
Yeah,
better.
so like I said in the beginning, we're making some changes here at the Kriya Yoga School. So I changed up the intro to show more of what you get when you subscribe or join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass. And in the next coming days, I'll be making a Soul Lender one. So we took Katu Roti's advice. Remember in a couple Soul Talks or Satsangs, he said, you should make a site called Yinder. And it really stuck to me. And I started thinking about it. So I tried to buy the name Yinder. Someone already has it. So I thought better to make soul connections. So Soul Lender, right? Making soul connections. So if you go to soullender.com, there's a tab at the top. It says map, and you can see all of our 800 members all around the world, and you could try to make connections with them. Maybe you're looking for your soulmate. You click on somebody in your area and see if you have a connection, or you just want to meet like-minded people walking the spiritual path and practice yoga, talk about higher consciousness things. So trying to make soul connections, because it's hard to meet people who have a higher consciousness walking the soul path. So I thought what would be a true better blessing than helping people find like-minded individuals, men and women, yogis and yoginis all around the world, to make a soul connection. So if you want, go to soullender.com and try to make a soul connection. Connecting souls worldwide is our motto now. So yeah, so thank you, Katu Roti, for giving us that idea. Now we're connecting souls all around the world. So what's a better blessing than that? Helping people find their twin flame, the soul connection, like-minded yogis and yoginis around the world. So if you want to see, it's still a work in progress. I still have some work to do, but it's up now. soullender.com. So what's better than that?
Yeah, I think it's perfect because, like, in our last Soul Talks, Sandy was asking about if when you raise your consciousness, she doesn't want to leave the house. And I think most people, when they are on a higher consciousness, they don't want to leave the house. So, well, it comes to you.
This Maya delusional world is so gross and ugly, and everybody's trying to steal your energy and cheat you and scam you. To stay in the comfort of your house, in your own sacred garden, your own private sanctuary, and go online and connect to like-minded souls around the world. Like I said, it doesn't have to be romantic or anything. It can be like meeting like-minded people who are on the spiritual path in your area also. So like I said, we have there's a tab at the top. It says map, right? When you click on that, you could see pins from all of our members all around the world, and go to your area and see who's there. And you click on their name and you send them a message, a DM. Hello, my name is Sandy. I live in Canada, and nice to meet you. Nice to find like-minded people in my area. And who knows, because that is the most difficult thing in the spiritual path, finding people on your same frequency, your same wavelength to connect to. So hopefully we can make some good connections, you know. So if you're out there in Thailand, send me a message.
Yeah. Call me.
Practice yoga, or who knows, you know, see what happens.
Yeah.
I would love to meet like-minded people to have collective good energy to uplift me, you know. One flame is this a fire, two flames is a super fire. So, you know, that's why like kirtans and like bhajans, singing together with a bunch of people really raises the consciousness and the energy. So
Yeah.
yeah, if you want to meet like-minded people, give it a try.
Yeah.
Soullender.com.
It will warm
From
your
the
heart.
comfort of your home. No need to go to a bar or like a yoga studio or any of these stuffs, you know. From the
Yeah.
comfort of your home is the best, right?
Yeah. No reason to go outside, go inside.
If you
It will
can't go
warm your heart.
outside, go inside. That
Yes.
was words of wisdom from my guru during the C word epidemic, you know. So can't go outside, go inside. So if you don't want to leave your meditation cushion and stay in the comfort of your house, you can make connections over the internet via soullender.com. Give it a try.
Yeah, that sounds perfect. Katu Roti says everything will work out in the end and for the best, Veronica. Thank you, Katu Roti. I think it will. My
Yeah.
soul is not for sale.
Yeah, absolutely. When you protect your energy and you don't give your power away and you take control and you become the king of your castle, the queen of your castle, everything always works out in the end. Anytime I have any doubts and I ask my soul guides, my ascended masters, the archangels, the people, Kriya yogis who have walked the path, or any deity or Devi, they always say the same thing. No need to worry, my child. Everything is going to be fine. You know, keep up the good work. Keep going one foot in front of the other. Everything is going to be fine. So everything always works out. So break down those walls of doubt, and you'd be surprised. Your inner potential is unlimited once you walk the spiritual path. So
yeah,
keep walking. Don't get discouraged. This Maya delusional world is very overwhelming and dense. They're pulling you at all directions. You always got to have your head on a swivel. You got to be like four-faced God, Brahma, looking to the front, looking to the back, looking to the right, looking to the left. They're coming from all directions, but when you become aware, you see the pieces on the chessboard. You see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain. You know what their playbook is, their game. So you stay ready so you don't have to get ready. So anytime they come for you, you're ready for it, you know?
Yeah.
So come at me, bro. I'm ready. That's the best you got. Kindergarten over here, but yeah, everything is always going to be fine. That is always the underlying message from any spirit guide, light being, ascended master, archangel. They always say, don't worry about it. Everything is going to be absolutely fine. You're walking the righteous spiritual path. You have nothing to worry about, you know? So
yeah.
I always take that to heart. So yeah, everything is always going to be fine. No matter how hard it seems, no matter how high the mountain is, everything is going to be fine. All you got to do is put one foot in front of the other and keep going, you know? Even Vedagurudev, some days I look at my yoga clothes like, I don't know if I could do it today, you know? I didn't get much sleep last night. I was working late, but I look at my yoga clothes and says, ain't nothing to it but to do it. Let's get to work, right?
Like that.
So you just got to overcome those first 20 seconds and everything just kind of falls into place and the pieces of the puzzle come together. And you kind of think about it. You contemplate like, what was I worried about? You know, like I don't even need to get in front of my own way or get in my own mind. I just need to put on my yoga clothes and get to work, you know? So
Yeah.
no matter how bad it seems out there, and believe me, I know it's overwhelming, it's dense, they're coming for you. Just put one foot in front of the other, get to work, do your inner work, put a big smile on your face, and keep going. And you'll be surprised how everything kind of dissipates. But once you start hiding under your bed, like the sky is falling, like Chicken Little, then it really becomes a bigger snowball. But
Yeah.
when you just overcome it and say, no matter what happens, I'm gonna do this, then it's like butter in the sun. It kind of dissolves and dissipates. So let all your problems or your ego or your emotions, all your doubts become butter in the sun, like
Melt away.
melting away in the in dissolving goodbye, you know?
Yes.
Like mist on the grass, you know?
Yeah.
When the sun comes out, it just kind of dissipates and burns away, right? So
Yeah.
let all your problems be like butter in the sun, just burning away, dissolving, melting away. Goodbye. Bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Well, how
Bye, Felicia.
Sandy says, yay, good on you, Veronica. Yay, ultimatums is not okay. Happy for you. All is working out. Thank you, Sandy. It's all going to work out.
No
I'm terrified, but
ultimatums.
it's going to be fine.
No rules, no guidelines, you know? No gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Just let my soul be free.
Yes.
I don't want my soul to be in your cage no more. I'm a free bird. I want to fly and be free, you know. I read this book. It was called Jonathan Livingston Seagull. And the other seagulls wanted this seagull to be on the trash mountain, the landfill, and eat trash. But he didn't want to eat trash. He wanted to be a free bird. And they hated him for it. They gossiped about him. But he didn't care. He wanted to fly as close to the sun as he could and be free. So be free, everybody out there. Be free birds, right? As soon as they open the cage door, fly out.
Yes.
This cage no longer serves me. You know, I'm not in love with this cage that enslaves me. You know, I'm a free bird. So don't be in love with the chain that binds you. You know, once they let you out the chain, be free. Enjoy the sun on your face and be free.
Yeah. Fly high.
Fly high. Like my song, fly like an eagle, let my soul carry me. Fly like an eagle, let my spirit be free. So fly like an eagle.
I love those lyrics.
Yeah, I love it too. It really resonates with me.
Yeah.
You know, the Steve Miller Band. I'm dating myself again. You know, fly like an eagle. So go on YouTube, type in the Steve Miller Band, fly like an eagle, and you'll see. And then in the beginning it says, time keeps on slipping into the future. I want to fly like an eagle. So everybody out there, fly like an eagle. Let your soul be free, right? Be a free bird. Let your spirit carry you.
Yes. Our brother Paul, he says, namaste. I survived Namaste. I survived in quite a bit of discomfort, like I got punched in the nose, but I'm okay. This too shall pass. Oh, I've been thinking about you, Paul. Oh.
Yeah, outstanding. I'm glad your surgical procedure went great. And, you know, the first couple days probably be a little bit discomfortable, but you have the inner awareness and you have the soul family to uplift you. Rising tides lift all boats. So we're transmuting all of our spiritual energy, all of our healing energy to our brother Paul, making sure he is okay, sending as many Dan Van Tree Shakti mantras as we can, healing energy, transmuting healing energy. So I'm glad everything went great. Anybody who's going through a surgical procedure or healing, always go to your happy place, whatever that happy place is. if it's sipping a coconut on the beach in Hawaii or whatever makes you the most happy, and you'd be surprised how you could overcome this this pain, this fear, everything. So I always recommend our members to go to their happy place anytime they have to go through some medical procedure, let's say. So always go to your happy place as much as possible. And for all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, they know exactly what we're talking about, because we have a very nice meditation where you visualize your happy place. So if you want to go to your happy place and you don't know how, join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, kriyayogashop.com. And I'll send you the link. We have a video like on demand, so you can watch it a million times over and over and over if you want. So
and be a blissed out yogi like us.
And be a blissed out yogi like us. Yeah, exactly. Going to our happy place 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, with a big smile on your face.
Well, Sandy says, oh no, sorry to hear about that, Paul, but we're glad you're okay, Paul.
Yeah, we're glad you're okay, Paul. Rising tides lift all boats. So transmuting healing energy to everybody out there, but especially our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members. Rising tides lift all boats. So we send healing energy to everybody worldwide, everybody watching this, all your friends, family, children, loved ones, transmuting healing energy out there. And in our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, we have a very profound healing mantra from the father of medicine, the Sita of medicine, Dan Van Tree. It works beautifully. And I healed my daughter when she had spinal surgery. Every Saturday we heal all of our members. So if you want to be a part of that loving, healing Kriya Yoga family, join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, kriyayogashop.com. Now back to the satsang.
Well, Katu Roti says, I've got many questions. Shall I post them all? Yes, post them.
Yes, post them all. Never enough questions. We answer them all wholeheartedly.
And Sandy responds to Katu Roti. She says, how about one at a time? Post another after one is answered, and so on. Just my opinion. Yeah, they kind of get lost, but so we can stay on topic. That's a great idea.
Yeah, so post one at a time, and we'll get to them. And then once we answer that one, then we'll go to the next one, and on and on and on, you know?
Yes.
So we answer all questions here wholeheartedly. So send them all over. Anybody who's watching this on YouTube or wherever you're at, send them over. We answer all questions. Don't be shy.
That's why
we answer all questions wholeheartedly. That's why we're here.
And Sandy says, yay, I love October, even more now, if that's possible. It's possible. Love October.
Yeah, it's possible. October is great. So, yeah, like I said, it's my birthday month, Halloween. So I have a deep love for October. But yeah, I like October. It's outstanding. But I'm kind of biased because that's my month.
Yeah. It's your birthday month. Woo!
It's my birthday. Go shorty. It's your birthday. Go shorty.
What'd be a good one? It's your birthday month.
I made it. I'm still alive, you know?
You made it.
Day above ground is a good day. Yeah. Blowing the holy conch from my mouth to God's ear, letting him know I'm still here. I'm still helping as many people as possible. I'm still walking the path. So keep on going. Every day is a good day, you know? Wake up with a big smile on your face. Still here, right? There are a lot of people that didn't make it. So it's a great blessing. You should be grateful and have gratitude that you still are here. So today is a new day. Wipe the slate clean and help as many people, love as many people. Be as kind and compassionate to as many people as possible, and you can never go wrong.
And Paul, Sandy is sending healing to you, Paul. We're all sending healing to you.
Transmuting healing energy to Paul, unconditional loving energy to Paul. Rising tides lift all boats. So we're no yogi or yogini left behind, no matter what, right? So we send all of our healing energy to Paul, helping him overcome whatever he's going through in the present moment. Right?
Yes. All right. Now we're going to dig in. We've got some questions. Sandy asks, what do you think while we sleep? Astral travel, our minds just playing, working things out. Is there a spiritual purpose in your opinion? And what about visitations from loved ones in spirit or ascended masters? Some would say it's just our imaginations.
Yeah, so what other people say really doesn't matter. Like if they say it's your imagination or they say you're crazy, it really doesn't matter because this is your own personal experience, your own individualized experience, your own tailor-made experience. So my guru used to say it's between you and God. So what other people say, the peanut gallery or outside you, really doesn't matter. So in my opinion, I mean, I don't know exactly, but I'll just say what my intuition tells me. The highest form of the sleeping state in yoga is called turiya, where you basically become the director, the creator of your dreams, and you begin to control your dreams. So the way we get to this state is basically by clearing out all the distractions so we have a clear, aligned connection with our sleeping state, with basically the pillar of light. So when you have a clear connection with no blockages or resistance or no obstacles, then it's a lot easier for spirit guides, ascended masters, or loved ones to meet you. They would say in yoga, we're doing all the inner work. So we're bringing up our energy from the lower chakras to the higher chakras, to the crown chakra. And once you accomplish that and cleared out all the blockages, they say the gates of your crown chakra open up and the pillar of light hits the crown of your chakra. So it's more readily available for ascended masters to meet you on your crown chakra for tea or have a meeting there. So the same is true when you sleep, right? When you clear out all the trash or all the junk or the monkey mind or the ego, then you go into a more blissful state. So like I said earlier, when I go to sleep, I try to transition going to my happy place, you know, my sacred garden, my sanctuary, whatever my happy place is, that's where I like to transition into sleep. So once I get in there and I'm aware, then I can more become the director, the co-creator inside my sleeping state. And they call this turiya, which basically you start to control your dreams or you start to be aware of your dreams more. So yeah, I would give it a try. But yeah, I would say the most important thing is to clear out all the unnecessary distractions before you go to sleep. And so it doesn't follow you into the sleeping state. And then you have a clear connection and the possibilities become limitless when you're aware and you're control of your sleeping state. Another good thing to do is have like a dream journal. So when I used to have profound dreams, I used to have like a notebook next to my bed and I used to write down what happened, right? And I would come back and review it and look at the dream journal. I used to try to write it out like Babaji did this and that, but I realized I only had 20 seconds to write everything down. So I started writing one words, Babaji, mountain, meditation. And then after it dissipated, I would kind of fill in the blanks, you know? So I would only use the most important words so I could kind of fill it in later. There was no need for like and the or these words because
Yeah.
burning time. The sands are going through the hourglass. If you know, I got 20 seconds. Babaji, mountain, water, so and then fill in the blanks. So that's another good thing to review your dreams and have like a dream journal and just put like a little notebook next to your bed and write down one word words and to fill in the blank. Like don't try to write a big book because take it from Vedagurudev. It was very incomplete. I got a couple sentences and that's it. And I didn't get the real meat of the dream. So just write down the main important parts of the dream, one word as fast as you can, because the time is slipping into the future, through the hourglass. So yeah, but I would say we have a technique in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. It's called Purnasudhi, complete yogic breath. We basically calm and still our body before we go into the sleeping state. And we do Sudhi, which is detach, let go of all the distractions from whatever happened in the day. So it doesn't follow us into the sleeping state. So we let all that go because we don't want those thoughts to become our dreams in our sleeping state. So we let it go, right? Like, you saw what happened in the football game today? Detach, let go. You saw what Donald Trump said? Detach, let go. You saw what happened to Kim Kardashian today? Detach, let go. Detach, let go. Detach, let go. So when you don't have any more thoughts and you're clear, then you transition into the sleeping state, So, and then another thing they say, what do they call this? I think it's called booty. So you try to capture the booty, which is like a half a second of the enlightenment stage. So I call it like trying to catch a fly in chopsticks. It's took me a long time to get there, but now I kind of got it. But I don't know if you can always get there. So I'm always trying to catch that glimpse of the divine light and merge with the divine light. They call it booty, right? In the sleeping state. So I here it comes. I'm waiting for the booty. I got half a second to catch it. Fly in the chopsticks. Got it. Transition into sleep. Turiya, So that's what I like to do. So, but I would just say, to make a long story short, instead of trying to catch the booty, I would just clear out all your trash, all your mental clutter, all your distractions from the Maya delusional world that you collected during the day, and transition in a state of stillness and calmness. And you'd be surprised of what you could see and who you could meet on the astral plane. And about the astral plane, I asked my guru about this because they said there are chakras outside your body, right? And I was like, do I need to attain an outer body estate to get to this place? And he basically said the astral plane for yogis is spiritual Disneyland. It's not our place, really. So we do our inner work and we don't try to go anywhere else, because we have so much inner work that we have to do that we don't try to go anywhere else, So in my personal opinion, I would just stay in the body and I wouldn't try to astral travel or anything, I would just try to do your inner work inside you as you. So that's the way I look at it. So I'm not too big on like astral travel. I just are content and satisfied with the inner work that I do inside me as me. So I always try to keep that perspective anytime I do anything. So you got a lot of inner work to do. No need to go to spiritual Disneyland, the astral plane, right? It's not our place. That's what my guru would say. It's not our place. In due time you'll get there, but you got enough work to do here on the 3D physical Maya delusional world. So me personally, I don't like to astral travel. I like to do my inner work. I mean, if it's necessary, I guess, my guru, I asked him when I left India, how do I contact you? He said, I'm readily available on the astral plane. So if I want to meet my guru, I guess I'll see him on the astral plane, but only if it's necessary. I'm not trying to hang out there and go to spiritual Disneyland. I'm trying to do my inner work and help people while I'm here. So, but yeah, I mean, it's possible. But my personal preference is I do my inner work and inside me as me, let's say. So I'm not trying to go anywhere outside me. I'm trying to go inside. So like my guru said during the C word, if you can't go outside, go inside. So I'll make sure my temple's clean before I try to travel outward. So I got enough inner work to do. So that would be my answer to that question.
Well, I like what you said about being the creator of your dreams.
Mm.
I remember a dream I had last night, actually, and you made me think about it. It was my last dream, so that's the only reason I remember it. I was outside, it was like a bland scenery. It was like everything was brown, and there was a voice in my head that said, "You can change this." And I just started imagining things like trees and mountains and streams and flowers, and it was like magically it was like appearing like that. And I just like woke up feeling like I can make anything. It was just like I felt like I was really the creator of my everything. I don't know, I've never had a dream like that. So yeah, and there was a voice in my head telling me like, you can do this. So I think I was getting a lesson last night. So yeah, I just wanted to share that. But yeah.
Nice. Once you become aware and you start to take control of your dreams and you start to become the co-creator with God of your dreams, the possibilities are limitless. You could, and what people don't realize, once you come to this state, you could make your dream however you want. You're the director of your dream. You're the creator of your dream. So there's no limit. You want 1 million flowers in your dream? You make 1 million flowers. You want a big ocean in your dream? You make an ocean. You want birds in your dreams? You make birds in your dreams. You make them whatever color you want or however you want. So you become the creator of your dreams. So yeah, that's very powerful. When you take control of your dreams, then anything is possible. So yeah, that's a beautiful thing to create your own dreams and go to your happy place and make your dreams however you want. You don't want to make your dreams like a horror movie, like murder and craziness and chaos. You want to make your dreams as blissful and harmonious and peaceful as possible. So make your dreams as best as you can, and who knows what you can accomplish.
Yeah, take control of them.
Take control. You are the creator, the director of your dreams. You can make them however you want.
Katu Roti, the question that Katu Roti has is, are we able to change our negative core beliefs like I am lovable? They are ingrained deeply in some people. So I am wondering if we can change them. Are we being messed with?
Yeah, you could change your dreams however you want. You could change your emotions. You could change everything, right? So no matter what other people do, you are the king of your castle. You are at control. So when you take control of your dreams, you can make them however you want, or you could change your emotions, or you could change anything, right? Nothing is set in stone. So Katu Roti, I wouldn't take what anybody else said, right? If you give your power to other people, they will have your power. But if you don't give your power away, they won't have your power. So don't let anybody tell you what color the sky is. You tell me what color the sky is in your universe, right? So Ramayana Maharishi, one of the great yogis of all time, said, they asked him during this time, it was like World War II, like over 100 years ago. And they asked him, what do you think of the war? This and that. He says, it doesn't exist in my universe. And this is very profound. Like, none of these people's control, none of these people's thoughts about you exist in your universe. So when you make your universe however you want, then what other people think of your universe has no impact or no effect on you, because you create your universe however you want. And if you don't care what other people think, then it doesn't matter. If people aren't in your family, or they don't give you money, they don't really matter. So what your neighbor thinks of your spiritual practice, who cares? So once you have that discernment and the discrimination to take control of your power and make your universe as peaceful and blissful and harmonious as possible, then no one can tell you what your universe is, because you make your universe however you want. Before I got on the spiritual path, I was a DJ. When people would tell me I'm a bad DJ, I wouldn't believe them. I know I'm a good DJ. I DJ all over the world, not because I'm a bad DJ, because I'm a good DJ. So when you don't believe what other people say, and when their projections don't become your projections, then it has no effect and no impact, right? So have that as your affirmation, your mantra. Not in my universe, right? I don't like the clothes you wear. I don't like how you look. I like who I am. I am self-realized. So I realize my own self, and what other people think of myself really doesn't matter, because I love who I am. So if you have self-love first, then you could take care of yourself first. And, you kind of put up like an aura or a shield to protect you from these people, right? Like, I don't care what you think. It's between me and God. And if you don't approve, doesn't matter. I don't need your permission to be who I am, right? So when you become self-realized, you start shedding all the layers of the onion, like you just start taking them off. And I don't need these rocks in my backpack no more. They don't serve me. So what other people say about you and your spiritual path, or what their thoughts are of you, really doesn't matter. Water under the bridge, right? So I would just love who you are. Look at yourself in the mirror and be happy who you see looking back at you. That is a truly profound thing. Or a self-observance, a self-inquiry that will really help carry you on the path.
Paul sends thank yous. And
thank you, Paul.
Sandy says 100% and clapping emojis. So I cannot help myself. My next question for you. Oh, Sandy says, yeah, I've been able to have lucid dreams. I've heard that the way you can tell if you're dreaming is to look at your hands in your dream. Apparently, if you're dreaming, your hands look totally different. Well, I tried it once, and when I looked at my hands, they looked totally weird, like extra fingers, etc. Try it sometime and see if it works for you. I will. That's creepy. Whoa.
Yeah, definitely. Like, if you have the awareness and the discernment in your dreams to look at your hands, I would look at your hands. But your hands might not have 5 fingers, 4 fingers and a thumb. It might have 10 fingers, but don't get surprised by it. Just enjoy it for what it is, And in the dreaming state, things aren't the same. The possibilities are unlimited. So when you have that realization, you're not scared about it. You're not fearful about it. You just enjoy it. Oh, 10 fingers. Interesting. Cool. 10 fingers. And if you really reach a higher state, there's nothing even to look at. You kind of merge with the light, and if you want to look at your hands, you can't even look at it, because you are the light, and there's no beginning or no end, right? So you are everything, and everything is you. So that's another profound state to get to. That's where I like to see. So even if I wanted to look at my hands, they weren't there. It just
Yeah.
looks like light, like a. I'm looking out at the world like the sun looks out at the world, right? Like there's nothing to attach to, you know. There's no distractions, right? I am the light, and the light is me. Where it begins, where it ends, who knows? You know,
Yes.
it's infinite.
Sandy has a funny comment. She says, "So with the hands, so don't try to catch the booty. Sorry, I could not resist." Yeah, no touchy
Yeah,
touchy.
no, catch the booty. That's what they call it. It's funny to me too. They call it booty, right? I mean, it's not smell like booty, like Booty. It's spelled like Bhudi. Right?
Yeah.
HHI, you know? So yeah, but it sounds the same way. Catch the
Yeah.
booty, right? You
Yeah.
know, right? Or like the pirates, they call that gold booty too, right?
Yeah.
So like, I got my booty.
Treasure.
Like, excuse me, Sonny, do you know where I can find some booty? So, so looking for the booty,
sharing.
right? But not how you think I'm looking for the booty. Just you know, the spiritual booty sense.
Yes.
But it's funny they call it like that. Like it is like that. It's like spiritual treasure, like
Yeah.
the state of
Spiritual
treasure.
booty.
So yeah, spiritual booty. But yeah, it sounds funny the names they have for it, right? Chasing the booty, right? Trying to catch
Yeah.
the booty. Chopsticks, fly, booty.
I got it.
Booty.
Sound like airplanes. Was that a lawnmower in the background earlier? It sounded like a plane or a lawnmower.
Yeah, over this wall they have another place, and they have like a weed whacker. What do you call that? That's what that was. Yeah. And so they were cutting the grass with their weed whacker.
Well, we won't be denied. We'll still do our sat song. So
could you hear it good, or
I can hear it. I heard
right?
it pretty well.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But
well,
we still kept we persevered. Sandy says that's a powerful dream, Veronica. I thought so too. I was just like, whoa.
yeah. Yeah, when you start to realize you can take control of your dreams, very profound, very powerful. So you could really take control, you know? So that is a great realization when you get to that point. Like, I am the director of my movie. I am the creator of my dreams. So yeah, when you get to that state, the possibilities are unlimited.
Well, I don't see any questions from Katu Roti, so or Sandy or Paul, so I will go ask you one of mine. I've been thinking about like a soul death and like what happens to a soul when they stifle themselves and never go after their dreams, and then like they come to the end of their life and they realize it's too late. I was thinking that that's worse than death. That's like a soul death, that you never accomplished what you came here to do. That like whatever it was that stopped you. I was just thinking that's tragic, to live a life and you never got to express that thing inside of you. So yeah, I was just thinking about that. Like
yeah, that happens to most people. Most people they stay on the hamster wheel for many incarnations, and they never really learn from their mistakes. They do the same thing over and over and over, and they don't pivot, change course, change directions, you know? So in my opinion, I guess if you have like 1 million incarnations and you're not getting the point, maybe the source says, all right, this one, I guess, is never gonna upgrade or never see the light. So maybe it deletes you or dissolves you back into the you know, the sun.
Yeah.
The spark goes back into the sun. The the water goes back into the vast ocean. The grain of sand goes back onto the beach. You know, the big block takes the chip off the old block back into the block. So something like that. You merge back, right? Or you're a candidate for deletion or whatever. But who wants to go through all that, you know? So just, you know, my guru used to say most people are sleeping with their eyes open, right? So don't be sleeping with your eyes open. See this Maya delusional world for the joke it is, and pivot, change course, change directions. No matter what you've done in your previous life, it doesn't matter. Tomorrow's a new day. Wipe the slate clean and try to help and love as many people as possible. And to get off that hamster wheel, you know, try to extend, try to connect with your spirit guides, your ascended masters, and just be better, you know. Like I understand this Maya delusional world is tempting and it's pulling you all in directions and stealing your attention. The mainstream media slot machine, the social media slot machine, they're trying to capture your attention, steal your attention. But when you become aware of the playbook and the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain, you start to laugh at it like the joke it is, and you're not emotionally attached to any of it. You're like, whatever. The Maya delusional world keeps Mayaing. That's what it does, you know. It's not going to adjust to you. You kind of have to adjust to it. But when you have the detached witness perspective and you create some space and separation between you and the movie screen, then you're on the right track. And this Maya delusional world doesn't really have the pull that it used to have. So yeah, I would just overcome as best as you can and not get attached to any outcome or any expectations, and laugh at this Maya delusional world like the joke it is, because it is really a jokester out here. For Vedagurudev included. I don't want you to see me on this live stream like, Vedagurudev don't go through the problems I go through. Oh, yes, I do. You know,
yes, you
only
do.
difference between me and you is I have the tools, you know, the techniques in my pocket to help me overcome. That's it, you know. But the Maya delusional world comes for me too, you know. It tests me every day. My guru used to say every day is a test as a yogi, right? Today is no exception, right? It's going to test me. It's going to try to get under my skin and dance around. I just have the detached witness perspective of I'm not attached to any outcome or any expectations. So that's what the Maya delusional world does. Yeah, here it comes. Yeah, I knew it was coming. But if you wake up with a smile on your face and enjoy the sun and enjoy that God is the best painter in the history of the universe, and you start to see like, whoa, God outdid himself by making that tree. Look how fluffy those clouds are. Wow, look at the color in the sky. Whoa, you know, look at that sunset. Look at the, you know, look at that mountain. Then you all this other external junk kind of doesn't have any impact on you. You're like, I don't care, you know? What do you think about Donald Trump? Who? I don't even think of that. I would make who your affirmation. Who? What do you think of Kim Kardashian? Who? What do you think of Donald Trump? Who? What do you think of the, I don't know, the Pittsburgh Steelers? Who? You know? When you don't care, you kind of, you don't have no dog in the fight, you know? Like, I don't care. Why do I care?
Like, I don't even think about Donald Trump, and I forget that he's even our president.
Right, exactly. Like, it shouldn't be a thought in my mind. Like, how does it serve you in the present moment? It doesn't, you know? Okay, whatever. Who?
Yes. Who?
How does that help me? Like, why do I need to know that? Like, I said before a long time ago, why do I need to know how many wooden teeth George Washington had? How does that serve me? Like, what am I going to do with that information? You know, so his story, right? They give you some useless information about some stuff, it's never going to help you or serve you in the present moment. So focus your energy on what serves you in the present moment. So, yeah. So if you go to work and some people say, what do you think about Donald Trump's whatever he did, policy or whatever? Who? You don't know who Donald Trump is? No, he doesn't exist in my universe. Only birds and trees and flowers and ocean and mountains exist in my universe. Yeah. So it'll be blown away because they're attached to the narrative. They're attached to the ghost story. So if you're not attached to the ghost story, you'll be somebody they have never met before, you know? Like, you don't know who Donald Trump is? No, it doesn't exist in my universe. These are rocks I don't need in my backpack. Throw them off. I'm traveling light, right? I no longer, why do I need to know who he is? How does he serve me in the present moment? What does he do for me, you know? And you begin to see nothing. So why do you need this useless information anyway, you know? So only do what serves you in the present moment. And other people that don't serve you in the present moment, let them go, you know? Yeah. It's not necessary to know what Kim Kardashian wore to the Grammys. It doesn't serve you in the present moment. She's not in your family. She doesn't exist in your universe. She doesn't pay you money. It's a ghost story about some faraway person in some faraway place that doesn't serve you. If you stick your head out the window of your house or your apartment, you don't see Kim Kardashian, doesn't serve you. That's what I say about the aliens. I say about everything. Aliens, you up there? Boogosphere? I'm looking for you. Where you at? You need Gayatri mantra. Om boo boo vaswaha tatsad viturvaranium bargo deva sadimahi diayona prachodayat. No, still not coming.
Maybe the Boogosphere will give us a visit tonight.
I hope so. I've been calling to it, you know. You like
coming to the
you like Gayatri mantra. I got millions of Gayatri mantra anytime you're ready. So but still no Boogosphere, no audience today. But so you stick your head out the window, look up in the sky, and if you don't see no airplanes dropping bombs or no spaceships or nothing, doesn't really serve you. It's just a ghost story about some faraway place that you can't verify. So focus your energy on what serves you in the present moment. Now, if you go outside your house and there's a spaceship there, that serves you in the present moment. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going to see that, right? You know? So only focus your energy on what serves you in the present moment. You know, these faraway ghost stories about people that you can't verify, they did this and that, and only focus your energy on what serves you in the present moment, you know?
Well, Katu Roti wants to know how to accept oneself, how to accept our insecurities and our flaws. That's a good question.
Yeah, that's a good question. So I would say the easiest way is to go in your bathroom, look in the mirror, and self-observe yourself, you know? Love yourself, right? I am comfortable who I am. I am content who I am. I am satisfied who I am. I like who I am, right? I self-observe myself, right? And if you did something that you're not happy with, don't beat yourself up about it. Tomorrow's a new day. Wipe the slate clean and learn from that mistake. Just try to be 1% better. You don't have to be 100% better tomorrow. Just little baby steps, you know? And I would say the easiest way is just go in your bathroom, look in the mirror, and love who you are inside you as you, right? You know, this is my soul, and I let my soul shine, and I let my soul be my North Star. This is the vehicle that God gave me for my soul, and I enjoy it, right? I don't want my hair to be another color. I don't want my nose to be smaller, my eyes to be smaller. I am satisfied. I am content who I am. I love who I am, you know? Yeah. So when I look at myself in the mirror, I enjoy who I am. Thank you, God. I am grateful for this vehicle. I am grateful for this body. I let my soul shine. Whatever my ego or other people say about me, I don't let their projection of myself become my projection of myself. I know thyself. I am self-realized, and I enjoy who I am. So anytime you feel down or you have some doubts, just go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and look yourself in the eye and say, I am happy who I am inside me as me. I let my soul be my guide, my North Star, and carry me through life. And all the distractions and all the projections from other people don't become my projections. I don't want nobody else's karma to be my karma. I don't want nobody else's trash to become my trash, right? I know thyself. I know who I am. And when I look at myself in the mirror, I am happy who I see looking back at me. So that would be a great way to, and the easiest way to help you overcome any doubts or anything, right? But yeah, so that would be my suggestion. Go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and enjoy who is looking back at you. And you'll begin to see that all these distractions, all these walls or blockages, resistance you put up for yourself aren't necessary. Love yourself. You have to love yourself before you can love others. So have self-love for yourself. Look in the mirror and enjoy who's looking back at you. And I don't see how you could ever go wrong. So I would definitely, that's probably the easiest way to self-observe yourself or realize your inner self, you know? Go in the bathroom, look in the mirror. And yeah, in this week's class, we have a technique called Tritak, right? Which is basically having your yogic stare, your yogic gaze on a single point, a bindu point, right? Be singularly focused, right? So be singularly focused on who you see looking in the mirror at you, you know? I enjoy, I am content, I am satisfied with who I am, right? I am satisfied with this body. I'm satisfied with this consciousness, and I enjoy it as much as I can. So wake up with a big smile on your face. It is October 2025. Thank you, God. I made it, you know? Another day to self-observe myself and be 1% better than I was yesterday. So, yeah, that would be my best suggestion.
Yeah, and Sandy just said something I was just gonna say, like when you say affirmations, like I am strong, I am powerful, I'm beautiful, but she says it much better. She says affirmations in music, mantra connected to the solar plexus and heart
True.
chakra in particular have helped me tremendously. It's powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. Let your anahata, your heart chakra, shine. Open that flower up. Let it breathe, you know? Like, let it be your North Star. Let it be your guide, you know? Your heart chakra, you know? Like, yeah, your manipura, your navel chakra, my guru used to say, is like the spoke for the wheel, right? So the center of the wheel, and it goes out to everything. So yeah, I would definitely say whichever chakra you resonate with the most, open it up as wide and big as possible and let it shine. Bring it to the forefront, bring all the junk to the background that no longer serves you. And yeah, let it shine. Always have a heart-based consciousness, I would definitely say. So lead with your heart, with unconditional love, wholeheartedly. You know, let it shine, right? And my problem was when I got on the spiritual path, all these things were blocked up. I had no knowledge of it, nothing, right? When I really started to open my chakras, it was like a breath of fresh air, like, woo, all right, you know? Clearing out all the junk. You kind of see, like, I like to have the visualization of each chakra is like a flower blossoming, right? And when it blossoms, it has black smoke exhausting it. So whatever I'm holding in my root chakra, Once it opens, black smoke out. Whatever I'm holding in my sacral chakra, black smoke coming out. Whatever I'm holding in my navel chakra, black smoke coming out. Whatever I'm holding in my heart chakra, black smoke coming out. Throat chakra, black smoke coming out. Eyebrow chakra, black smoke coming out. Crown chakra, black smoke coming out. Exhausting all that junk, all that baggage you are holding on to, it no longer serves you. Letting it all out, letting it go. So, yeah, I agree with you. Always lead with your heart chakra. Always lead with your soul. I don't see how you could ever go wrong. So, no matter what this crazy Maya delusional world throws at you, if you have your heart chakra guiding you, it's like Moses parting the Red Sea, right? Like nothing affects you. You're aware and you know who you are. You're self-realized, and no matter what anybody says about you, it's like water under the bridge. It's like clouds passing in the sky. I like Buddha's mantra, Om Mani Padme Hum, and that basically means the lotus flower. Padma is lotus, right? The jewel is in the lotus, right? And it is floating over the dirty water, right? It is unaffected by the dirty water. So the lotus always stays enlightened because it is unaffected by the Maya delusional world, the dirty water. So no matter what the dirty water does under the lotus, it is unaffected by it. So I really love that mantra because it's great, and it's one of the mantras where Buddha took himself out the mantra, which is even better. There's no ego, right? So Buddha, the great spiritual master he was, he didn't even want his own name in the mantra. Most of these mantras have the other deity's name. His mantra has no mention of himself. So he was highly evolved, right? There was no ego play, right? No insecurity. So yeah, so be the lotus flower floating over the dirty water. So no matter what this Maya delusional world throws at you, you keep floating and be a beautiful lotus flower unaffected by the dirty water of the Maya delusional world. Like my gurus tell me, Vedagurudev, you're wearing all white. Don't roll in the mud with the pigs, right? You're going to get all your clothes dirty for no reason, right? Let them roll in them, like he always used to say, if you water weeds, you get more weeds. If you water flower, you get more flowers. So that basically means always think positive, never think negative, because you'll get more negative thoughts by watering negative thoughts, or how he used to say this more crude. When you feed cats, you have cats. When you feed rats, you have rats.
Yes.
So same thing. Feed positive thoughts. Don't feed negative thoughts, So always have positive thoughts, And like I said before, your body is mostly water. Always speak highly to the water in your body, right? You want to make beautiful shapes. You don't want to make ugly, gross shapes in your body. So always talk highly to the water in your body, and always speak highly to yourself, and never attach yourself to any negative thoughts or negative emotions, or definitely what other people say about you. Who cares? So yeah, I would definitely say water the flowers, not the weeds. Feed the cats, not the rats.
Yeah. I'd also like to add, now I see my flaws and insecurities as beautiful.
True.
I don't I have one eye is lighter blue and the other one's a greenish blue. So I have two different colored eyes, and I thought I was a freak, but now I look at my eyes and I think that looks cool, and my dentist, I have a little baby tooth that never grew out, and he's like, I can pull it, I can make it look like the other teeth. I'm like, well, what do you do? And he's like, I'm just going to pull it out and put a fake tooth there. But I'm like, it's a perfectly good tooth. And so I'll just have a smile that's different than everybody. And how boring it would be if everybody was the same. So it's just like, my smile is different, but I like my smile. And it's okay that I have a little baby tooth that never grew out. It makes me different and unique. So I think
Yeah. Embrace your uniqueness, right? You are
yeah,
one of a kind, and be satisfied with who you are, be content with who you are, and always be happy with who you are, like God gave you a true blessing. I'm happy with the color of my hair. I'm happy with the color of my eyes. I'm happy with my skin tone. I'm happy who
yeah,
I am, right? So when you self-observe yourself and look in the mirror and you like who's looking back, you're unaffected by any of this other stuff, right?
yeah,
And you see most of the marketing is trying to sell you happiness that they don't have. Change your hair color, more men will like you. Eat a Big Mac, it'll make you happy. Buy a brand new car, your neighbor will think you're a big shot. This type of stuff, right? But if you see the Wizard of Oz behind the curtain and you see their playbook, you're like, nah,
yeah,
and they hate that. They can't monetize that, right? Their job is to separate you from your money, selling you happiness that they don't have. So if you realize happiness is internal, not external, they can't sell you anything, right?
yeah.
You're,
You're a
you're
bad
trying to sell
customer.
me something you don't have, right? They're a bad seller, right? Like
Yeah,
you're selling me snake oil. You're trying to sell me something you don't have, right? So how can you sell me happiness when you don't have my happiness, So but it's basically a mind trick, like but if you're content, like I like my car, why do I need to buy a new car? There's no money for that, you know I like the food I eat. Why would I eat a Big Mac? That's not going to make me happy. It's going to make me feel like I've been hit by a truck and make me
ugh,
want to go to sleep. So I'm definitely not eating that. That's the opposite of make me happy, Why should I eat some Skittles, It might give me a temporary happiness, but it'll give me a sugar high that I'll crash from later, and I won't feel good the rest of the day.
yeah,
So when you realize that you have all the tools inside you, all you have to do is realize it and unlock it, then the possibilities are unlimited,
yes.
So yeah, I would definitely say realize happiness is internal, not external, and you'll be on the right path.
And then Katu Roti wants to know, how can we use affirmations to help us? Like, I am a positive thinker. Very powerful.
Yeah, you just say them out loud, or you say them internally, and they'll uplift you, and they'll start to open your mind and open your consciousness. These are how they will help you. So just give it a try, and look for the opportunity to say these affirmations or mantra japa or whatever works best for you. You're driving to work, drive to work. Say, I like who I am. I am a good person. I help people. Just
Do
whichever
it for you, believe
affirmation.
it.
Yeah, and believe it too. Don't just say it mechanically. Believe it. Feel it and experience it. Right? I am a good person. Repeat it back to me. You're right. I am a good person. Most people say affirmations mechanically, right? And they don't understand why they don't get the benefits of it.
You gotta
The
put your heart in.
benefits are in feeling it and experiencing it, right? You have to feel it, right? That's the
Mhm.
most important benefit. I don't just say I am a good person. I know I am a good person. I feel it. I experience it. I live it, So yeah, feel the affirmation and
Yeah.
don't just say it mechanically. Like if I say I'm the king of the universe, it has no meaning. It's just words in the air. But if I feel it, maybe it'll come true,
Yeah. I
I
am the
doubt
king of
it, but
the universe.
I am king of the universe, right? Maybe, I don't know. So, but I would start off slow. That's like trying to win the Powerball, That's
Yeah.
something that takes a lot of really real manifesting, not just mechanical words in the air, if possible, right? Most people, you realize you probably don't even want the lot. It sounds good, but more money, more problems. So, yeah, I would just, I would just feel it. Because if you just say my affirmations or mantras mechanically, you you're not getting the real fruits and the benefits of the affirmation. The real fruits and the benefits are in feeling it. In yoga, they call it bhava, which is basically feeling it wholeheartedly, right? So when I say Om Namah Shivaya, I'm not just saying it out into the ether. I'm saying Shiva is me and I am Shiva. We are one, right? So I'm feeling Shiva's essence and presence inside me as me. So this is the best way to do mantra japa, or, you know, or affirmations, I would say, right? Earlier today, I said Brahma's mantra 108 times for Mantra Monday. It wasn't like I'm saying, in a dualist perspective, Brahma is here and I am here. I am Brahma and Brahma is me. So you embrace the essence of the deity or the Devi when you say it. So this is the most powerful way I like to say it. Not just words in the air, or Brahma's over there and I'm over here. Brahma is here and I am here. So I embrace Brahma's essence inside me as me. And I do that with all deities, all ascended masters, all archangels. I am them and they are me. So yeah, I would just say, to make a long story short, feel it, right? That is the most important thing, right? Don't just say it mechanically, like in a dualist perspective. Say it in a oneness perspective, you know? I like who I am. I feel it. Yeah. When you feel it, that's where the real fruit and the benefits are. Feeling the essence, feeling the presence inside you as you. I am that, you know? So, and that's one of our most profound mantras. Hamsa, I am that. Or Soham, that I am. That meaning God. I am God. God is me, you know? So when you say that, you're saying God, right? So Hamsa, that's another profound mantra, right? Hum, I am, sa, that, you know, or Soham. So that, hum, I am. That I am, or I am that. Whichever one works best for you.
Beautiful. Katu Roti is next. The next question is, when I meditate, my legs and back start getting sore and my focus starts to go onto the soreness, and I find myself waiting for the meditations to end rather than enjoying it. Yeah.
So I would say, if you feel your legs going numb, or your back is sore, or your legs are sore, just discontinue the meditation, because you're missing the point. Meditation should be relaxed and comfortable. So when you're in a state of pain, it blocks the flow of prana. So when you're feeling pain in your lower back, you're not going to have the dynamic meditation that you want. So I would just stop, because the monkey mind is going to activate and it's going to be like, we need to stop, you know, it's not going to work the same, you know? So I would just, the thing most people missed about meditation, it's the best situation to do meditation is to be in a relaxed, quiet, comfortable space, right? Where you don't have no pain, no discomfort, you're relaxed, and it's easier to go inside you as you detach from all thoughts. You let them all go before you go into meditation. You have no pain. Your body is still and calm and relaxed. So I would say, anytime you feel any pain or numbness, or you have any thoughts, then it's probably a good time to stop. Like in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, people ask me, how long should I sit in lotus position for? I said, when you can't walk no more, it's probably time to stop lotus position, right? So don't overdo it. Believe me, I had this problem, you know. One time I was in Samadhi for 5 days. I couldn't walk for like 3 days, you know. My legs were spaghetti. I mean, that happened indirectly. And I used to sit in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, in our class, I sit in a lotus position for like, I don't know, hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah. So after that, your legs start to go numb and you're like, okay, it's time to adjust into half lotus, Siddha Asana. So anytime you feel yourself in pain, it activates the monkey mind, and that's not what you want. You want to have a clear connection. So anytime you feel in pain, just discontinue whatever practice you're doing, and start off tomorrow. But it's most important in meditation or asanas or pranayama to be in a comfortable, relaxed state. So it doesn't matter how you're sitting. It just matters more if you're relaxed and comfortable, right? That's when you have a dynamic and profound meditation. But if your knees hurt, your back hurts, you're in a state of pain, then I would just discontinue. It's kind of seeing the forest without seeing the trees, if you know what I'm saying. So anytime you feel in pain, you're missing the point. The point is more relaxation and comfort than being a yogic superhero. So anytime you feel in pain, I would just discontinue your meditation, right? Come back to it tomorrow, So it's more about being in a comfortable, relaxed state than it is proving a point. And most of the time when you meditate, no one's around anyway. So you have nothing to prove to anybody. This is a good profound insight I had too. Like, why do I need to hurt myself and struggle with these asanas? No one's even looking anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's more about breathing into the posture. It's more about being in comfort in the posture and relaxing into the pose than it is about, overdoing it, So not so serious. It should be enjoyable. So anytime you feel pain or hurt, I would just discontinue whatever you're doing,
Well, that's the end of those questions.
How long have we been on here now?
An hour and 31 minutes. Is it time to stretch?
Yeah. Speaking about numbness and relaxing.
Yes.
That's a good cue for me, to relax my legs.
Yes. That way you can have a profound satsang.
Yeah. My monkey mind is not, I'm trying to answer questions and my monkey mind's getting crazy, right?
My legs are killing me.
Who cares about that question? We're in pain. Let's stop this satsang,
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody has any questions, put it in the YouTube chat. Katu Roti, put them all in there. We'll try to get to them all. And make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. We're getting closer to 3,000 watch hours. I think we need 900 more. So watch as many videos, Babaji quotes, satsangs, soul talks, Mantra Monday, all of it. We have playlists for all of them. So you just let it play and wash the dishes, take out the trash, whatever you do, So we're getting closer.
What is it? That train? We're getting closer.
It's coming.
Yeah.
So we're getting closer, So thank you for all your support. I think we have almost 1,100 subscribers. So we're good on subscribers. All we need is those watch hours up, and we could get monetized and have the whatever they say. What is it called? Super chat. Coffee. Coffee, whatever. So hopefully in the coming future, we'll clear that one too. We'll overcome that mountain next.
Yes. It'll be. Coming home.
Coming home.
Well, my next question. I don't know, like being the observer of myself, like I know when I notice like myself getting triggered, like I'm noticing like my heart rate's increasing and shallow breathing and like irritation coming. It's like now I can like step away And I actually look forward to these moments just to like do that pause and just like, okay, what's happening? Why is this triggering me? Why does my I feel like I'm having a heart attack right now. So it's like now when these moments happen, I can see how far I've come. Like it's not like I have to immediately respond. I can just like pause and look at it and like, why is this person upsetting me? What is it that they said that is upsetting me? What is that trigger? Some past memory? And I feel like I'm becoming my own therapist doing that, seeing what's happening to me when people trigger me, and just like being the observer of myself and stepping outside of when I'm having these moments. It's a good way to like see where I'm at on this path.
Yeah, exactly. When you start becoming inner aware of how the external Maya delusional world triggers you and pushes your buttons, then you kind of look for the opportunity. Like, oh, okay, this used to really boil my blood, but now I'm a Kriya yogi or yogini. I look for the opportunity. Not today, not going to happen for me. Okay, yeah, this used to affect me, but now I'm emotionally detached. I don't have an emotional reaction the same way. I laugh at it. I see the separation, the distance between me and this thing. And you realize the Maya delusional world, you can't control how it happens. It happens the way it happens. So trying to get the Maya delusional world to happen the way you want it to happen is a total waste of time. It does what it does. So when you have the right discernment and discrimination to adjust to the Maya delusional world, it's not going to adjust to you. You have to adjust to it. And you're like, okay, I have these Kriya yoga techniques. I've been looking for an opportunity. This used to really boil my blood and get me crazy all day, and I couldn't go to sleep. My head, before I became a Kriya yogi, the American football game came on at 1 a.m., right? And my football team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, on and on and on. So when the game would end at 3 a.m. and they would lose, I couldn't go to sleep. I was like, dang, Tom Brady, he did it to us again. Got me, so I couldn't go to sleep. But now that I'm a Kriya yogi, I sleep easy. It doesn't affect me, right? The other team outplayed us, good for them, congratulations, not going to lose sleep over it. No, it's water under the bridge. I don't play on the football team. I don't control what they do. It happens the way it happens. Let it pass,
Yeah.
And other people who become professional button pushers hate that because you don't give them the reaction they used to get, right? Like, so they're like, I used to be able to control this person so much, right? Now they don't listen to anything I say. Like, why won't they be in my box anymore? Why won't they be in my cage? They hate that. It frustrates them, right?
Yeah.
Because they can't control you. So you begin to be like, and you don't want to go to that pit of despair with them anymore. Like, what do you think about this Donald Trump? Nothing. Not in my universe. Can't get him, No emotional reaction, right? What do you think about I don't know, Kim Kardashian? Nothing. Doesn't exist in my universe. You start to put up like your shield where you're unaffected by this, and that's a good affirmation too. It doesn't exist in my universe. Who? What? I don't even know that. Never heard of them. They're not in my universe. What difference does it make? Like Ananda Mai said, right? What difference does it make? My hand or your hand? It doesn't matter. Hand the same, right? It doesn't matter. What difference does it make? So when you have that mindset and that discernment and that perspective, you're unaffected by these button pushers out here. And they are all button pushers. They all like to get under your skin and dance around and laugh at you when you get all angry and your blood starts to boil and you have smoke coming out your ears and your face is all red and Ah, look at them,
Yeah.
But when you're unaffected by it, they have nothing to laugh at. You laugh at them. You're so silly. You waste your time on gossip and mind tricks and whatever projections. Live your life. You don't exist in my universe, so they hate that. But yeah, so if you want to overcome NPCs, this is easy to do. Don't
Yeah.
your shield and be unaffected by it. So if you don't exist in my universe, who are you? I don't know you from a can of paint. Who are you? Goodbye.
Yeah. Also,
You,
I feel like my energy is high value. I can't afford to waste it on
true.
your nonsense, and I don't need to explain myself to you either. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, my guru said that like that too. He said, see this phone? This phone has 100% battery. But if you give your energy to things, it's going to drain your battery. Only give your energy to things that serve you in the present moment. So you have a fuller battery. Don't waste your attention or your energy on things you can't control. What Kim Kardashian wore to the Grammys, what Donald Trump ate for dinner tonight, who cares? It's draining your battery. Have a full battery. Focus on things that serve you in the present moment, things you could change. Don't drain your battery on junk you can't control. So, yeah, focus your energy on things you can control. The things you can't control, water under the bridge, clouds passing in the sky. Goodbye. Letting you go, passing by, passing by, passing by. Don't attach to it. Don't go down the rabbit hole. Whatever. When Chad used to be on here, I watch his videos. Sun over here, sun over here. Two suns. Not going to make sense of it. Who knew? What can you do? Two suns. So,
Yeah.
Let me look up in the sky. Nope, not two suns. I see one sun. Huh? Guess it doesn't exist where I'm at.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen in my universe. Two suns, but
I've only seen one.
I only see one sun, so I'm going to focus on one sun because that's what serves me in the present moment. Two suns. It's a cool story, bro, but I can't verify it. So it doesn't exist in my universe. So make your universe however you want, and don't be influenced by any external circumstances. It doesn't matter,
Sandy says, that's relatable to me also. Explains why I don't have the need to connect and chat with people as much as I used to. I go to my higher self and spiritual team rather than to external influence. Exactly. Yes.
Yeah, I agree with you. Veronica asked me a while ago, Vedagurudev, you ever feel lonely? And I was like, lonely? I don't know how all these ascended masters, light beings, spirit guides, archangels fit in this room. I could barely breathe, Babaji, give me some room, So, yeah, like Sandy said, when you have a invisible soul family, then you don't need to connect with external lower frequency beings. They don't understand you anyway. So I more enjoy connecting with my higher soul family and my higher consciousness. And yeah, I don't know how we all fit in this room. So I never feel lonely because I have the presence, the essence of Babaji, Mataji, all ascended masters, all spirit guides, archangels. We're all packed into a car. It's like a clown car of 30 ascended masters in one car.
Yeah.
Babaji, give me some elbow room, right? Too close, Babaji, too close, right? I could barely breathe in here. Roll down the window, So, yeah. So when you have a higher soul family or a higher discernment and a higher consciousness to connect to them, then kind of look at the external Maya delusional world as gross, and controlling. Like Sandy said, I don't want to leave my house. I miss my meditation cushion. I got to go out into the gross external Maya delusional world, So, yeah, so that's how I feel also. But yeah, if you have a soul connection to higher frequency beings or higher consciousness beings, the connections on the 3D Maya delusional world doesn't have the same pull that it has to other people, you know? I understand why yogis want to be in the forest and be alone with themselves, or be in their cave alone with themselves, you know? They don't want
Yes.
the external influences to become their influences. So they're doing their inner work, and they're perfectly fine. So the people who need somebody else to be happy, that looks unattainable. Like why would they do that? Like, aren't they lonely? But when you actually do that, and you actually walk that path and live that path, then it looks like a beautiful thing, right? So when I see like Ananda Mai and these people that can't feed themselves or whatever, I said, that's the state I want to go to. I want to be so enlightened in such a samadhi state that I don't even take a break to leave that state to put food in my mouth, put it in my mouth, put it in my mouth, you know? So I enjoy their perspective. And the more I look at the glare of the external Maya delusional world, the more gross it becomes to seem to me. And I don't, you know, I miss my meditation cushion. Let's say it like that. So
Yeah. Well, I remember you used to do interviews with Chad, and this person, I remember his comments. Threshold Moment asks, what
Oh, I
happened to
remember him
Chad?
too. Oh,
You're
okay.
beautiful.
Well,
Threshold
glad
Moment.
threshold moment. You are beautiful. We love all your comments, and yeah, glad to have you here. So you still have a family here, and whatever questions you have, you know, as we say in here, come in peace or leave in pieces.
Yeah. Come in peace,
So,
Threshold Moment.
so be kind, you know, with your words, right? I mean, I'm unaffected by it anyway,
Yeah.
but you know, tread lightly. Okay, so what was his first question? What happened to Chad?
Yes.
So I haven't had communication with Chad since February this year. So what's that? 8 months now. So I'm not sure what happened to Chad. Like we made a video about this on our channel a long time ago. What happened to Chad from Open Your Reality? To make a long story short, I mean, I don't know exactly, but my intuition tells me that he used to make good money on YouTube, and that money kind of dissipated. So he became frustrated with YouTube, which you probably know if you've seen his videos. And he decided to go back into the matrix or the Maya delusional world and get a real job and use YouTube as a hobby. So he's not really attached to it as much as before. And, you know, when the monetization in YouTube goes down, you can't explain to your landlord that I can't pay the rent because the YouTube doesn't give me the money it used to. So he went out and found a regular job. But when he left YouTube, it surprised me because that was his baby, right? He would throw everything away except YouTube, right? So when he threw YouTube away, I kind of knew it was serious. So yeah, I'm not really sure what's going on with him, or I don't really watch his videos too much. I got a lot of work to do here at the Kriya Yoga School. So I wish Chad the best. I'll just say like this. This Kriya Yoga School wouldn't have been possible without Chad. He's the one that told me about the platform school, SKOOL. So I wish Chad the best with anything he does, you know. And Chad is walking his own path, and you know, Chad is my friend, and anytime he wants to call me, my phone is always available to Chad. So I wish Chad the best, but I understand some people walk their own path, and I understand because I'm doing YouTube now. It is very frustrating. And they are always like Charlie Brown and Lucy pulling the football from you, right? So if you're dependent on any of these social media platforms to make money, you'll be on the cliff about to jump off tomorrow every day. So they're always pulling the rug on you and always frustrating you, let's say. So better to get a job and make money and not do this on the side, you know, like don't depend on it to pay your rent. When I was a DJ before, my father was a jazz musician, and he sat me down one day and he said, if you're going to pursue the music career, make sure you have a backup plan, because one day you make money in music, the next day you don't make money for a month. It's up and down. It's a roller coaster, right? Sometimes it's better to have a steady gig and do this on the side so you're not dependent on it. So that's what I think Chad's doing. I can't say for sure. I haven't talked to him in 8 months, but I got love for Chad. I wish him the best. You know, like I said, none of this would have been possible. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for Chad. So I wish him the best. But what he's doing right now, I'm not too sure. But my phone line is open to Chad 24 hours a day. If he needs me, I'll be there, you know. So hopefully that answers your question. Threshold.
So I just banned Threshold Moment. He was going too far, so I'm sorry. I just could not read his comments. Like,
all right. Like I said, come in peace or leave in pieces, right? Like, we don't need it, right? We're blissed out yogis and yoginis, and talk nice. We speak nice to the water in our body. We don't speak negative. So he was
trying to like bait you into something. I already saw it. He was trying to get you upset. So I knew where it was going to go.
I mean, I look for the opportunity. You really can't get me upset, but this is a place of peace, not a place of war or hate. Always come from a place of love, not from a place of hate. So if you're coming from a place of hate, this ain't the place for you. You know, we're talking blissfully to the water in our body. You know, like I look for the opportunity because I want to test my shield. You know, no matter what you say, I don't want it to push my buttons or get under my skin. So it's a good opportunity for me. But no, you know,
well,
no harsh words. But yeah, Veronica is the moderator. If she says you got to go, you got to go. You know what I'm saying?
Sandy agrees with me because she was like fighting with him in the chat. So
okay, well, whatever, you know.
Yeah, it
doesn't surprise me. When I was on Chad's channel, he was trying to hit me below the belt too, and you know, tried to bring up reasons why I'm not the person I say I am. This type of stuff, right?
That's what he was doing.
Like you can't be an enlightened being. You're wearing AirPods, right? And I was like, if I'm wearing AirPods and this affects me and this makes me less of a yogi, then I need to do more inner work, right? So I want to be so unaffected by the external Maya delusional world that nothing affects me. Like you see these sadhus, these yogis, they're smoking, they're doing all kinds of stuff people say they shouldn't do, but as a yogi, we are free birds or yoginis. We do whatever we want, right? We're unaffected by it. If Neem Karoli Baba can take 20 LSD pills, swallow them all, and be unaffected, that is the state I want to be. So bring it on, Maya delusional world. You think I'm affected by these earpods? It makes me less of a yogi. You are delusional, not me, you know? So keep coming, keep trying, unaffected by it. But it's a good reminder they're out here. You know, it's not Disneyland or blissed out yogi all day. They're coming. They're hitting below the belt. They're trying to kick you in your ass. They're trying to push your buttons. They're trying to get in your skin and dance around. But when you have your shield up and you have your aura protected, just kind of bounces off.
Yeah.
Dissolves on impact. All those meteorites hitting your atmosphere. Just dissolve. Yeah, sure, whatever. I am self-realized. You can't tell me who I am. I know who I am.
Peace. Don't leave. You're leaving pieces.
I gave the disclaimer in the beginning. All right, come in peace or leave in pieces. Not in peace. All right, leaving in pieces. Up to you. I told you. I warned you. Okay. That's how you want to do it. But all right, they're out there. It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. Well, Sandy said when she was talking to whatever his name was, I can't even remember now. Like threshold moment.
Don't let it boil your blood. Threshold. Yeah. What was the name? Threshold moment.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever.
She said to him, I would have to disagree with your take on Vedagurudev and Thresh. He's not engaged in the ghost stories of decisive politics. Agree to disagree, LOL.
Oh, he was trying to ask me about politics. Yeah. I just said for like a whole 2 hours, it doesn't exist in my universe, so maybe he didn't see that point. Doesn't exist in my universe. Politics definitely doesn't exist in my universe. My TV is a wall ornament. I don't watch it at all. I do what serves me in the present moment. Politics don't exist and don't serve me in any moment. I don't care. I have no dog in the fight. Who wins the football team? Who cares? How does that serve me? It's just a clown show on TV that I want no part of. So. Yeah,
well, Sandy says, yay, I'm glad you banned him. I think I did the right call. He was going too far.
Yeah. Veronica, you are the monitor. You say he got to go. He got to go.
He's got to
Goodbye. Right? You got to go.
You got to go. He was wanting to go. She says that Sandy says he was wanting to irritate Vedagurudev. Nice try, Felicia.
Nice try, Felicia. Bye, Felicia. ABCU, don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. Goodbye,
Goodbye.
See you out here. Come in peace or leave in pieces, right? I give you a chance. I gave you the disclaimer in the beginning. Some people want to test the system. All right.
Yeah.
Find another live stream to
irritate people and push
spread your hate. Yeah. Right.
Yeah, Sandy says
come from a place of love, not from hate.
Yeah. Yes. Sandy says cool stories he has, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Cool story, bro. Let me tell you what's really happening in the universe and what God is doing. And yeah, cool story, bro. I don't want your ghost story to become my ghost story. So
yeah,
save it
and then
take it somewhere else.
Sandy says the sword of Archangel Michael was in your hand, Veronica.
Oh, nice. that blue flaming sword cutting him, right? Cut him, right? And you know what? When you have the right consciousness, you don't even play games or you don't even try to make sense of it. Like I said, when I go in some place and then energy's off, I just leave. I don't try to make sense of it or why. Just cut it. That's a good affirmation from Archangel Michael. Cut it. We have a good class in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass. It's called what is it called? Shield of Light Meditation.
Yes.
And in the video, I actually have a sword, cutting all the cords, cutting all the dead weight, the energy. Cut. Not can attach to me. Cut him off, right?
Cut him off.
Cut him off. Right?
I'm cutting back on my social media and scrolling. So I've started just instead of looking at my, because it's I'm always looking at our channel in the school.
Yeah.
But first
True.
thing I do is I just start journaling just to like get it out. And I feel like that's helping me instead of like
Nice.
the endless scrolling. And I don't know, it's just a rambling of thoughts. And if anybody was to read my journal, it would make no sense to them. But it like there's something more powerful about using the writing things down instead of typing them. I don't know. I like I there's just a power in writing things, I feel. And I feel like it like fills up my cup more than the endless scrolling. So I want to be a full cup, not an empty cup. And like the internet, what we're doing, it's very there's positive things about it, but I feel like I need to go on a social media diet too. I'm still on it, but I'm just cutting back and it feels healthier. So yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Who
what I'm
who
doing.
needs a social media slot machine of whatever social platform you're on, you know?
Yeah.
Wasting time, going down rabbit holes, burning your day away, uh, dissolving your energy, you know, draining your battery on things you can't control, mindless entertainment. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story. Well, first of all, it doesn't matter if anybody else can read it. It only matters if you understand it. So I'll tell you a funny story. I was in the studio. I don't know if I should say the person's name, but somebody who's really famous, right?
Yes.
And they wrote their rhymes on a notebook in like a
Yeah.
circle. And I was like, how do you read this? And they were like, it's only meant for me to understand, not for anybody
Yeah.
else. So that's basically they wrote their rhymes in like a circle, not like in lines or neat. It was like scribble scrabble. And I was like,
That's cool.
how do you understand that? And I was like, it works for me. It's my process. And then was like,
Yeah.
hey, the proof is in the pudding, you know? Like, if you know who this person is, they're one of the most famous of all time. So
Was
I
it
was like,
Eminem?
yeah, it was Eminem. Exactly. So
Oh my God, I'm
yes.
psychic.
Yeah, you are psychic. So yeah, so it doesn't matter if anybody else can read. It only matters if you can decipher it, and it uplifts you and makes you feel better. So yeah, that's what I would say. So yeah, so
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, like you have all the tools you need. You don't need to use all these fancy your
right,
phone,
and
your
the
computer.
proof
We
is
have
in
the
the pudding. And
technology.
it was like a, what can I say, like a regular piece of paper. It wasn't like on your phone or like nightly typed out. It was scribble scrabble, like that you had to kind of turn to like look at it, you know. Like I was like, hey, the proof is in the pudding, you know. So it doesn't have to be exact. It only has to execute the one way you want it to execute, you know. So, and obviously the proof is in the pudding. So you know, whatever your process is, that is unique to you, and that is a beautiful process.
Yeah.
And there are many examples of people who their process might look awkward to outside people, but it doesn't matter what outside people think. It only matters if what they're trying to conveys, and they see it the right way. So that's a perfect example.
Nice. Sandy says Shiva also approved. He's the destroyer of illusion and bullshit or BS. Sorry.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
for sure. Shiva destroys all the BS, but Shiva is everything. He is the
Yeah.
creator, he is the preserver, he is the destroyer. So all in one, right? So when you see like Mantra Monday, I did one for Shiva, and I brought out my statue of dancing Shiva. So the circle of life, you know, the creator, preserver, the destroyer, you know. So he does it all, right? So he destroys all the BS, that is for sure. But I guess he creates the BS and he preserves the BS and destroys it. So the circle keeps continuing, right? So yeah, just don't get attached to any BS out there. Become the detached witness, and you'll begin to see the movie from your seat and the movie screen. My guru used to say, Vedagurudev, you're sitting too close to the TV. Back up, right? So create some space between you and the movie, right? You don't want their movie to become your movie. So You know, you kind of get your popcorn and watch it from the distance and kind of laugh at it like, there they go again with it. Maya keeps on Maying, right? Over and over. So I'm not attached to it. I let it go, whatever. Here it goes again, you know?
Yeah.
Over and over and over, you know?
What we're doing great. Darren Carter says, morning, yogis.
Morning, Darren Carter. Morning, all yogis and yoginis, and my brother Darren Carter out there in the UK. Top of the morning to you, Darren Carter.
Always happy to see you, Darren.
Yeah, always happy to see you. It's a true blessing to have you on our Satsangs and Soul Talks. Glad to have you as always.
Yeah, and Sandy says, hey, Darren, hey. And Sandy says, oh, yes, thank you for the reminder to journal. It's been a couple of weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good idea. It's a good process to journal. Just to kind of, I like to look back and see where I came from. So I used to, when I was in the Himalayan mountains, I journaled every day, and it's cool to go back, you know, a couple years and review what I was thinking on this day and what my process was on this day and what I had to say on this day, you know. So yeah, I would recommend journaling. It's great. It's outstanding, you know.
And Sandy has asks me something. Do you like Sark's books? I've never heard of them. I just looked them up. Says they're books that include themes of self-liberation, money, living joyfully, creative soul, and creative dreams with a focus on self-love. I haven't read the books, but that looks like something up my alley. I will check the Sark books out. But yeah, those look good.
Liberation, the highest, moksha, right? Self-care. How can you go wrong?
Yeah.
So I encourage everybody to seek out different sources, you know.
Darren Carter says, always lovely to see you all. Hi, Sandy. Namaste.
Yeah, lovely to see all of our soul family on here, you know. Rising tides lift all boats. Darren Carter, you have any questions, put it in the YouTube chat. We answer it wholeheartedly.
Yes. And then Sandy confirms that Sark is a female author who's been around for ages. Okay. I just learned something new. Thank you, Sandy.
Yeah, me too. I never heard of that before either.
Yeah,
so
I need something inspiring to read.
I like to keep an open mind, and by no means the yogis have the trademark on liberation, self-love. So I take inspiration from all spiritual paths, whatever they are. So yeah, sounds good. Thank you for the information, Sandy. I'll look into it.
Yeah, it's a very artsy journal type personal diary meets self-help type book. Oh, this might be my new guru, lady. Ooh, love it. Well, that's all the questions on YouTube. So a question I have for you is how do you prove the existence of God? You can't. It's just something that you feel. Like I don't know, God's a big subject, and I don't want to upset anybody with a God's conversation, but it's just like there has to be a God, because it's like I'll look at a building and it's just like there's an architect that like put the plans together to make this building. There was contract, people, construction workers that built that building, or the meal that you're eating at a restaurant. There was a farmer that grew the food. It was delivered by somebody. There was multiple hands in preparing this food, the chef that cooked it and plated it. So it's just like I look at us, and I feel like something created us, because it's like we have, I don't know, like we question everything. It's just I feel like how could there not be a God? And people don't believe in God, but it's just like I don't know. I feel like if you want proof of God, you just have to look outside and like see a beautiful sunset or like the northern lights. It's just like somebody made something, some energy made that. And the fact that I even exist, you exist, it's just like, I don't know. I feel that I have somebody created me. So I I know that we're all sparks of God, but I've just been thinking like you can't prove love, but you know it exists. So I know that God exists. It's just nothing scientific can prove it. It's something you feel. So I don't know, I just have random thoughts. I don't know if that's a question.
Yeah, I always, the God conversation, I always preface with this disclaimer: a God defined is a God confined. So, like, what God is exactly, I don't know. I'm kind of guessing myself,
Yeah.
I'm trying to feel my way around in the dark also. I would just say inner divinity is like a presence, like you said, like a feeling a knowing that right? Like, you don't have to have physical proof, or you don't have to prove anything to anybody. Whatever deity, light being, ascended master resonates with you, then that is the best form of God. So, yeah, I would say don't really worry about proving that there is a God. Just clear out your inner signal, your Sushumna Nadi, and have a line connection with God. Like I always say, it's like a radio signal. When you kind of hear the static in the beginning, I think I can hear God a little bit. But the more you do your inner work, the more you clear out all the blockages and all the static in your radio signal, and you really enhance and cultivate that God connection, that God signal. So I don't have any proof that God exists, but I don't need any proof that God exists, because he is everything and everywhere in my universe, right? He is the greatest painter, the greatest architect, the greatest creator to ever live, And if you want to see God's omnipresence, his awe-inspiring artwork, all you do is walk outside your house and look up in the sky and see the colors of the sky and the clouds in the sky and the birds and the trees and the grass. It's endless,
Yeah.
So I don't know, like I don't have a physical answer or proof that God exists. I just know he exists inside me as me. And I see constant reminders of his presence everywhere in everything. So that's what I would say. So if you have God in your heart, then you don't really have to explain it to anybody, because he's everywhere, He uplifts you. He is the greatest of all time. God is doing the best job out of anybody, right? The source, whatever form of God you call God, or maybe you don't have a form of God. You say the divine light or something. Whatever form of God that you resonate with, that is by far the best. So thank you, God, for the great job you're doing. God is doing all the heavy lifting. What am I doing? Nothing. Saying a few words on a couple live streams. God, keep up the good work. You're doing the greatest job out of all. I woke up today. The sun is up. God came to work today. Keep up the good work. So when I pray to different deities, I thank them for the job they're doing. They're doing the best job out of all. Keep up the good work, What I need, I'm good, I'm content. I'm satisfied. You've exceeded my expectations, all God. So keep up the good work, keep doing the best job. You're doing the best job out of all. God is doing the heavy lifting. Keep up the good work. That's what I'll say. So
keep up the good work.
Keep up the good work, God.
Yeah, it seems like the more you get on the spiritual path, it's like you have, for me anyway, I'll just say me, like I've become like a philosopher. I'm like questioning everything. I'm having deeper thoughts about things than I ever did before. So like I think most of my questions are just random thoughts, but I didn't used to have like these like big, ideas about creation. So I don't know. I've
me
never
too. Like before this Kriya Yoga School and before these live streams, I didn't really contemplate on any of this too much, right? I just did my sadhana, my inner work, and went about my day. But now, because I have questions from everybody out there and YouTube and all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, it really helps me contemplate and really think about different things. My guru used to say, Vedagurudev, you look at the forest without seeing the trees. So by having the Kriya Yoga School and doing these live streams, it really helps open my mind and helps me contemplate different things that I maybe took for granted or I didn't take the time to think about. Now I really contemplate, like, let me think about that, like, how could I prove, God is there, but how can I prove God is there? This is a deep thing I need to contemplate on. So it really helps me reflect and contemplate on these things more, and think about it, right? Like, how would I answer that, So, yeah.
Yeah, I've never considered myself a religious person. I've never read the Bible, but I know the stories. And I feel like I've read it in past lives, the Bible, but now it just feels like I don't know, to me, it just doesn't feel authentic. But I feel like I'm drawn to a spiritual calling, and it's just getting stronger and stronger. And I don't know, I feel like I don't know, like I want to give myself to God. I want to be a vessel for God. Like let me work, whatever you want me to do. I'll work through you. I'll do what you need me to do. Like I want to be a channel for God. That sounds absolutely crazy, but it makes sense to me. Like let me do what you need. I'll be your greatest worker. I'll channel for you, God. And I just feel like, I don't know, a spiritual life grounds you. And I feel like it's a good place to go to like give you purpose and meaning. So yeah, I feel like I've never really thought about God, but it just feels like it's like a nice sanctuary, like to think that I don't know, that I have that I can surrender to that.
Yeah, before I got on the path of Kriya Yoga, I was not thinking of God at all. I was like, these people are misguided and anything. Then Babaji struck me with his lightning bolt, and here I am. So, so yeah, I was the most ungod-friendly person, when I was younger. My mother wanted me to go to church. I was like, oh, come on, football's on, or whatever, like I want to play with my friends. I don't want to go hear all these stories, and this doesn't serve me. Now I'm like, oh, I resonate with that story. That sounds about right, or that doesn't sound about right. So like, so I don't know how I got to this place. I wasn't even religious at all till Babaji struck me with his lightning bolt. But I like the presence of God. It's almost like, I like to call it sunbathing in the grace of God. I just like feel a lot better, like God is showering me with his grace, which is a beautiful sight. So I try to connect with God or the source or whatever you call it as much as possible. It uplifts me, it makes me feel good. And I'm kind of disappointed in myself, like, yeah, Babaji's right. What took me so long to feel this?
What
this
took us so long?
Excellent. I was totally lost in the sauce, whatever. I treated my body like an amusement park. And, now that I've found the divine connection, I never want to let it go. Like, it's the best thing since sliced bread.
You make a great sandwich. Sandy's comment is about that the book I have by Sark was given to me over 25 years ago called Succulent Wild Woman. She also has one called Eat Mangoes Naked. Oh, mangoes are very juicy and sticky. I think you have to eat them naked.
Yeah, actually, you can't see it. This tree over here is a mango tree, and it's out of season, but earlier this year, like February, it had like 30 mangoes. So
nice.
Yeah, I love mango. Thailand's country dish is mango and sticky rice. So
yeah,
we eat a lot of mangoes. So we like mangoes. So eat mangoes naked. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
In
Sounds
your
like
secret
a
garden.
interesting concept, you know?
Yeah. When I eat mangoes, it's like I have to like wash my face because it's just like all it's just
Yeah,
like
it's so sticky, right?
I've never thought
Okay.
about being naked.
Yeah.
Great idea, Sark. We learned so much here. Darren Carter, we are far more great than this mind can grasp.
True.
Yes.
Yeah, I agree
Whoa.
with you totally, Darren. Like the inner potential, the inner possibilities are unlimited, right? So when I first got on the path, I had to realize I had to get out my own way. Like I was blocking myself. So we put up these barriers, these obstacles, this resistance for ourselves. But when we can break down that wall and realize our true inner potential inside us as us, then the possibilities are endless, you know? It's unlimited what you could do, you know? So yeah, I would really focus on doing your inner work and seeing the possibilities are endless. And that, you know, you have everything you need inside you as you. So you don't really have to go anywhere or do anything or spend any money. All you have to do is go inside yourself and do your inner work. And the possibilities are endless, you know? Who knows what you can accomplish?
Yeah. Who knows? So I was thinking like, why do souls choose many souls seem to choose like to reincarnate into like really difficult and traumatic lives, and like which leads me to another thought, like we should never judge other people's lives because they chose that for like some lesson they needed to learn. So none like unless we know and understand all the decisions that went into the making of it, someone might choose a life of poverty, abuse, drug addiction, mental issues. It would take a very strong soul to overcome all of that. And I think that these challenges, there's big rewards if your soul can overcome that. But I don't know. And I think choosing these hard lives, I don't know. It does, knowing that we don't die, it's not that so scary when we decide, but then we get that cool mind wipe. So it's like we're kind of running through this blind. But I think maybe my soul did choose this life that was pretty traumatic in my earlier childhood, but I've overcome it. So yeah, I think I'm doing good. More to come, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah, I would say, using my intuition, I would say that certain souls choose a harder life because it's the lightning path to ascend. Like, how would I put this? You could have an easier life, but it's going to take you more incarnations. So if you go through all the hardships and you overcome it, it's quicker to ascend, let's say it like that. So that would be my opinion why they would choose a difficult life, you know? I mean, they wouldn't know it at the time, but that's probably why, right?
Yeah.
Like you could live 20 lives, or you could live one life and get to that part ascending faster through that. But I mean, I'm just guessing. I don't know for sure, but you know, this is what my intuition tells me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I would just play with the cards you're dealt in this life, right? Like, all right, well, I guess I chose this life. Let's do the best we can, you know?
Yeah.
God gave me a hard hand of cards when I was first born, but I overcame that, and everything's going pretty good right now. I feel pretty confident, pretty happy. So, you know, I'm glad I overcame that trauma. I learned from it. I didn't hold on to it. I let it go. You know, I'm doing what serves me in the present moment right now. So I don't know why I chose this path. It's hard to figure out because I got, like you said, like a cool memory wipe where I can't remember any of it. But all right, these are the cards I'm dealt. I'm gonna play with them as best as I can. You know, sometime God deals you a pair of twos. All right, I got a pair of twos. I would have preferred some aces, but this is what I got, and this is what I'm going to play with. And I'm going to play with these like these are some aces. I'm going to do the best I can with the cards I got. And whatever this crazy Maya delusional world throws at me, I realize that every day is a test for a yogi or yogini, and I overcome it. And I take it on the chin. All right, that's what we're going to do today. Let's do it. Let's dance,
Let's dance.
I don't like it. I'd rather it be a blissful day every day, but some days you have good days, you have bad days. It happens to all of us. It happens to every yogi, yogini, everybody on the spiritual path. No one's immune from it. All we have is some tools to help us overcome it. Like, all right, what are we going through today? All right, let me look at my yoga toolbox.
Yes.
I got a hammer. I don't think that's going to work. Not the hammer today. I got a saw. Let me try that. Not today. Yeah, not the saw. Let me get the screwdriver. Okay. There you go. That's what I need, the screwdriver. So all we do in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass, we give you some tools to integrate into your daily life and help you overcome this Maya delusional world, which is totally crazy and chaotic.
Yes. Darren Carter says that I had several spiritual experiences as a very sick child, which has stayed with me. Wow.
Yeah, absolutely. When you're going through something and you have poor health, or you have a medical procedure, sometimes they give you these spiritual insights that really help you overcome and stay with you and guide you on your path, become your lighthouse or become your North Star to show you that everything's going to be all right. Anytime I had a spiritual experience or a darshan, as they call it, or like an audience from different light beings, they always say the same thing. Everything's going to be okay. I know this seems harsh at the time, but you're going to get through it. You're going to overcome it. The sun will come out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Everything's going to be absolutely fine. So just keep on. Don't attach to it. Everything will pass. Everything is clouds passing in the sky. So when you get this perspective by going through a medical condition when you're younger, it sticks with you your whole life and gives you the right mindset. Like, I overcame that. This is light work. This is kindergarten, like I'll overcome this too. And I'll overcome whatever mountain there is, and overcome. The story that comes to my mind is when we were going up the Himalayan mountains, we went over a very steep mountain, and I was like, whew, we made it. We're here. And my guru and the other yogis I were with kind of looked at me like, and my guru said, Vedagurudev, 20 kilometers
Yes,
that
you're
way.
not dead.
And I was like, oh, just kidding, But it gave me the right mindset that this life is peaks and valleys, right? You go up, you go down, you go left, you go right. The roller coaster of the Maya delusional world is always there. So, but if you understand, like, okay, however high this mountain is, I'm going over it. I don't care what happens, And then you go over it. Then you come down, you relax, and there's another mountain to climb. So every day is a test as a yogi, as my guru always used to say. So I always have that perspective, like, they're coming. It's going to happen, but I have the tools. I'm going to overcome it the same way I overcame everything in my life. And let's get to work. That's the best you got. That's light work over here. That's a easy day at the office, That's kindergarten around here. So come on with it,
Yeah. I was built for this.
I was built for this, right? Yeah, exactly, right? That's what my guru said. He said, Vedagurudev, I know you don't want to go down in the Maya delusional world. I know you want to stay here with us and you're in the cave and in the Himalayan mountains, but you were built for this. Your place is not here. Your place is in the Maya delusional world, helping people, answering questions, teaching people Kriya yoga. This is what you were built for. It wasn't to my liking. If I had my way, I would be sleeping in the caves of the Himalayan mountains right now. But, I guess I was built for this, and this was my calling. So in the world, but not of the world. 1 foot in and 1 foot out, not attached to it.
Yeah.
It's enjoying the Maya delusional world, play on the stage of the world, you know, enjoying the clown show of these NPCs, whatever they do, not getting attached to it, not making their story become my story, you know, like Veronica says, not my monkeys, not my circus, but this is where I'm at. I'm gonna play with the cards I'm dealt as best as I can and enjoy it for as much as I can. Like, all right, you know, I would have preferred some different cards, but these are the cards I got. I'm gonna play with them as best as I can and help as many people as possible. I'm gonna over exceed my expectations. Vedagurudev, we sent you down to the Maya delusional world. How many people did you help? Well, Baba, I got good news. I have a Santa Claus list of 1 million people I helped. Cue the sound effect, Veronica. So
I was trying to keep up with your hands.
I was waiting for you to stop. So I want to over exceed my expectations, right? You know, they said it couldn't be done. You know, if you're going to send me to the Maya delusional world, I'm going to help as many people and love as many people unconditionally as possible, and not gatekeep the secrets of Kriya yoga. Give them wholeheartedly, you know. So you commit to me, I commit to you, and I don't gatekeep anything, right?
Nice.
I give everything wholeheartedly. So that's my plan, to over exceed my expectations, you know. Well, damn, I didn't know Vedagurudev was going to help this many people. Oh yeah, Baba, you send me down there, I'm going for broke, right? I'm going for the top.
We had, I was like, the harder the life, the bigger the rewards. So it's maybe we'll be thankful for our hard lives. It'll be worth it in the end.
Be thankful for the cards you're dealt and the life you're given, and it's the lessons you need. It's a test you need to have the opportunity to overcome. So whenever life gets hard, look at it as a good opportunity to break out your techniques, your kriyas, and overcome whatever this crazy Maya delusional world throws at you. But it happens to everybody, Vedagurudev included. So just take it on the chin, put 1 foot in front of the other, and look for the opportunity to proceed forward.
Proceed forward. Darren Carter has a really good story. He says that I watched them operating on me and repeated the conversations the surgeons were having. It shocked them. Wow. It was like out-of-body experience. Wow.
Yeah, nice. When you realize your true inner potential, then you be surprised of everything you can do. And like we were telling our brother Paul, when you have a medical procedure, go to your happy place. Whatever your happy place is, go to Hawaii, you know, sip on a coconut on the beach, wherever your happy place is. And when you have that inner visualization, these external procedures have less of an impact, or the pain starts to dissipate, or the suffering starts to dissipate. So you know, there are many stories about Ramayana Maharishi when he was coming to the end of his life. You know, he had a bad hip, and the surgeons were blown away by his inner essence, his mentality to overcome pain. He felt no pain, right? He was not even there. He was in his higher Mahasamadhi state, right? In the body, but not of the body. So he was on the beach in Hawaii drinking his coconut. So let's say it like that. So yeah, when you really don't come from a place of pain or suffering, your inner potential is limitless. You know what you could do. You surprise yourself. I mean, I surprise myself all the time, you know? Like, so I'm living proof, right? If I could do it, anybody could do it.
Darren Carter likes our sound effects. He says them sounds tickle me. They tickle me too.
We bring our own sound effects to the party, right?
Yes.
Bring your own bottle, right? We have our own sound effects, right? Yeah,
Yes.
so that's a new thing on StreamYard. They allow you to add sound effects, which
I
is
love
cool.
it.
How long have we been on here now? I'm gonna rest my feet.
2 hours and 30 minutes. I think it's
Okay,
stretch
great.
time.
So anybody has any other questions, put in the YouTube chat. We'll answer it wholeheartedly before we get out of here. Today,
Yeah.
Veronica, you have to go, or?
Yeah, in half an hour I need to go. So
Oh,
we'll
okay.
just
All right.
start wrapping
So
up.
we got half an hour to get all your last minute questions in on our first satsang of October 2025.
Yes.
So put some good ones in there so
Yeah.
we can answer it wholeheartedly as best we can.
Well, I don't know. Something I've been practicing is my own version of Purnasudi, of the letting go, like nutty nutty, not this, not that. But like when I'm
Yeah.
going to bed, I'll just run through my mind of things that are bothering me. And it's it feels like counting sheep because I'm just like letting it go in my mind, like all the crazy things that run through my mind, like my knees, my weight, my health, my thinning hair, my financial difficulties, my difficult people in my life. And I just kind of like, I just let them drift away. I'm just letting them go. I'm wondering like if that is a form of surrender, like I'm just like, I'm not fighting it. I'm just going with the current. I'm just like, let them float away. And it's like, I get the best sleep, just letting that go. Cause it's like, I'm not thinking about those things. So I know that's like Purnasudi letting go, but is that a form of surrender too?
Yeah, absolutely. Like cleanse it, sudi means cleansing or purifying. So it's basically purifying your thoughts, letting go of
Yeah.
all your thoughts, like letting them pass. They no longer serve you. You letting them go, and I like to do that too. Before I go to the sleeping state, I relax in shavasana or yoga nidra, and I just let everything, all the distractions from the day that no longer serve me, I let them go. I let them pass. So yeah, when you have this discernment of and discrimination of letting everything go and not holding on to everything and using your Sudi technique of purifying and cleansing your thoughts, all the worries and problems you have of the day, like what am I going to do? How am I going to pay the rent this month? All this starts to become overwhelming and be like a big rock in your backpack. But when you start throwing it off, everything's going to be all right. Everything's going to be all right. My junk car, my physical body is not going to be brand new every day. It breaks down after a while. These things happen. But if I'm not attached to it, then it dissipates less than before, So I just cleanse all my thoughts and I purify all my thoughts, and whatever comes into my mind, I just let it go. I don't let it follow me into the sleeping state of, when I go to sleep before I transition into sleep. So let it go. It no longer serves me. Water under the bridge, clouds passing in the sky, letting it go. All right, whatever. That's how this Maya delusional world works. I'm not attached to it. Let it happen the way it happens. And it definitely ain't going to listen to me. So I'm in no control of it, and let it go. Like that movie Frozen. My daughter used to love Frozen.
Yes.
Elsa says, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. I thought what a enlightened song that was.
I wish Sandy was here that she could sing that for us. I bet it would be beautiful. Let it go. I can feel it in my heart. Sandy says, again, very relatable, Veronica. Thank you. I try to bring up stuff that's like going on in my life. So, yeah. Something else that you do, Vedagurudev, that I like is just like replaying like events that happened in my day throughout the day before I go to
Mm.
bed too. Like thinking about like how did I do? Like I'll think about all the things that happened and like run that through my mind too. Like how did I handle this situation and that situation? So that's a good thing to let go too. So it's kind of
Yeah,
like
I like
see
to
where I'm
go in
at.
the bathroom and look in the mirror and self-observe myself.
Yeah.
I could have been better at that. I was pretty proud of that. We did good on that one. So I like to self-observe myself and be honest with myself. And not BS myself and be like, yeah, I wasn't too proud of that. I saw the Skittles in the aisle and I ate them. Maybe next time I'll skip that. But I did it. Tomorrow's a new day. I learned from my mistakes. I try to be 1% better. And yeah, if you make baby steps like 1% every day, you'll be up to 90% before you know it. And once you start having this self-observance, discrimination, then you start looking for opportunities like, oh, okay, I'm about to go to sleep. Let me go in the bathroom, look in the mirror, and do my practice of self-observance, and self-inquiry. How could I be better, Uh, and yeah, it's a good process to really help you have the insights and discernment to be the best person you could be in your daily life, which is a beautiful thing. So,
Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like the more conscious you become, the more tests you have and the more you learn.
mm,
I don't know, you realize how much you don't know. Like the more I think
true.
I know everything, I know nothing. I'm like,
Yeah, that's true. For sure,
yeah.
right? Like all the experience I've been on the yogic path and everything, it's almost like a grain of sand on the beach of the universe. Like that's why when people say I know the secrets of the universe and everything, I was like, it's not possible. It's too infinite. It's too vast. It's too never ending. Like
Yeah.
so I like to have the discernment, like this is my opinion. By no means I know the secrets of the universe. By no means I know what God is eating for dinner. By no means I have the answers to everything. This is my stream of consciousness, my intuition that I'm going by. But I have no clue what God is doing or what God is saying or how what God actually did. I have no clue. That's why I always say a God defined is a God confined. How would
Yeah.
I know? I don't even know what I'm going to eat for dinner tomorrow, let alone what God did or what
Yeah.
happened
These
70,000
big
years
thoughts.
ago. Man, I have no clue. I got enough on my plate, today, right? So yeah, I have no idea of what God is doing, or I have no knowledge of anything. My karma is I'm named Vedagurudev, and everybody thinks Ved means Vedic text, right? So they asked me, "What do you think about page 352 in the Vedic text, the Pradipika?" You're
Oh,
like,
that's big.
"Oh, how would I know?" Like I'm just doing my inner work. We don't talk about Kriya yoga, we do Kriya yoga. So I'm named Vedagurudev because my guru is Swami Vedananda, not because I'm a Vedic scholar. I have no clue what happens in the Vedic text. So yeah, I agree with you. Like my better position is like I don't know everything. I know very little. I'm just trying to feel my way around in the dark like everybody else. I'm still a house under construction. By no means I have the secrets of the universe.
Yeah. I know. I just saw a quote that like fits this perfectly. It's just like life is God's gift to you. The way you live it is your gift to God. So live it
True.
however you
Oh,
want.
yeah. Live it however you want, and yeah, be the gift to God that He's proud of. Like, oh, this guy Vedagurudev over exceeded his expectations. I didn't know he was going to go this far, but God bless him. There he goes. Watch him go to work. you know? His Santa Claus list is looking very long right now.
I wonder if more people had a connection to God or some kind of spiritual practice, if people would do less drugs, if they'd really maybe like, I don't need to do that. But I mean, like some things, are from the earth, but I don't know if like you realize you didn't need something outside of you.
Yeah, actually, this was one of our videos from last week. So somebody asked me, I think it was Katu Roti asked me
Yeah.
about MDMA or ayahuasca. And I basically said, the real lightning path and the real trick on the spiritual path is to not depend on anything external to get you to a state of enlightenment. Only depend on your inner work and your inner self-realization and your inner Satchinanda and your inner enlightenment. So I'm of the thought that you really shouldn't depend on external things to get you to the place. You have all the tools you need inside you as you, and that will get you to there. Because even like, I don't know, I've never tried, so I have no super knowledge about this, no experience, but if you use like MDMA or ayahuasca, it's a temporary band-aid for a long-term problem, right? And you don't want to be dependent on some external chemical to get you to a place that you can get to just by closing your eyes and going inside you as you. So most of these people want the lightning path. They want the microwave, right? They want the instant food, right? They don't want to do the marathon. They want the sprint, So
Yeah.
this is a lazy way for them to get there. But I don't even know if it's getting there, because the real fruit, the real benefits are in the journey, not the destination, right? So you might get a short glimpse, but you want a permanent glimpse. You want to maintain a permanent state 24 hours a day. So the real trick is taking out the trash, being in a mindful meditative state, washing the dishes, being in a meditative mindful state, driving to work, being in a meditative mindful state, not flying to a different country and getting some substance where you get a 15-minute state. You want to maintain that state and integrate it into your daily life 24 hours a day. So I'm of the opinion that I don't want to be dependent on external sources to get me there. I want to do my own inner work, and that way I can go to my happy place whenever I want. And I don't have to take the time or the money to get on an airplane and go talk to a shaman or whatever. And, I just go in my closet, close the door, and shut my eyes, and I can maintain that state for longer,
Yes.
And I don't have to get on an airplane, spend a lot of money or depend on any external sources when I could get there myself, So that's basically, at one time, my brother Vedmuni was an ayahuasca shaman. And he told me, he's like, for you don't need it. These are for like tech bros and people who don't want to do the inner work. This would have no meaning for you. This would be trash to you. First of all, it smells like burnt plastic, so it makes you sick just smelling it. Second of all, you get to a way higher state by just closing your eyes, going inside you as you, with the inner work you've done and the energy you have, than any external thing could give you. So in my opinion, it's more for people who don't want to do the inner work. They want a microwave. They want a lightning path. They're too lazy to sit down and do the inner work, or whatever. So they'd rather get on an airplane and go to somewhere, and whatever. I don't know, but my guru used to say, like, these things are like holding water in your hand. It just drips out after a while. You might have 15 minutes of, I don't know what they see. I saw God, Oh, okay. But The trick is seeing God 24 hours a day,
Yeah,
7 days a week,
yeah,
all day, every day. So, you know, okay, you saw God for 15 minutes. Like, okay. But most of these people too, they see God and they don't even get on the spiritual path. They go back to their normal life, doing whatever they're doing. I don't know, hurting people,
yeah,
scamming people. So they're once a year ayahuasca enlightened people. They're like, what do they call this? Sunday Bible thumpers,
yes,
They go to church on Sunday, but Monday through Saturday, they do bad things to bad people and hurt people,
yeah,
right? You're not going to get to God that way. Where my guru used to say, we're 24 hours a day yogis, right? We don't just sit on our meditation cushion for 10 minutes. We integrate Kriya Yoga and its practices in everything we do. Like I said, take out the trash, Kriya Yogi. Wash dishes, Kriya Yogi. Drive to the store, Kriya Yogi. Go to work, Kriya Yogi. Kriya Yogi. What
yeah,
isn't Kriya Yogi? What isn't Kriya Yogini? Everything becomes a meditative, mindful thing. So that's the way I like to look at it. So I don't want to be dependent on external sources. I think I saw somebody in our free school said, what about soldiers who depend upon this? And yeah, okay, good for them. But if you're not a soldier, why do you need it? Or try it.
yeah,
Maybe try it. Maybe it works. I don't know. Try it. If you don't need it, then you don't need it. It doesn't resonate with me personally, but I'm not saying one size fits all.
yeah,
Like okay, I'm not a soldier. I don't have trauma for being in a war. How would I know if it helped me or not? So use your own discernment and your own discrimination. You'll find out what works best for you. But in my personal practice, in my individualized practice, I don't want to be dependent on any external thing. I want to be able to close my eyes wherever I'm at, whatever situation I'm at, go inside me as me, and I create my own DMT or MDMA and ayahuasca and reach my own enlightenment state without being chemically dependent on anything, So that's what I would say.
Well, sometimes your addiction is food. So Darren Carter says, food is my only weakness. Mine
True.
my weakness is my wife. She's a bit of a feeder.
Yeah, I agree with you. My addiction is food too. I like those flavors and those tastes. And, sometimes I taste the rainbow when I go to
Yeah.
7-Eleven and I say, oh, they got Skittles today. It's on discount. Why not?
Yeah.
Living my best life. So, yeah. I mean, when I was young, I used to go to my grandmother's house who lives in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania in USA. And she would always say, look at you. You're so skinny. You need to eat, eat. Here, got some cookies, got some food. Oh my God. But fell out, and forget about Thanksgiving. That turkey, I was out cold for like 2 days, right? Like, oh my God, I'm gone,
Move.
So anytime I went to my grandmother's house, I couldn't say no, right? You're so skinny. You need to eat. You need to eat, and you can't say no. So you gotta eat, and next thing you know, you're 10 pounds heavier.
Yeah.
Here's a funny story. My father, when I used to DJ, and I'd get some money, I used to ask him, what do you want? And he always said the same thing. He wanted to go on a cruise. So at this time, we lived in Miami, and they have all these Carnival cruise boats lined up going to Miami Beach. Huge cities on the ocean, right? And he was like, all right, well, if I go, you got to go. And I was like, I can't go. I got stuff to do. So he would insist, and I would go with him. And the buffet, oh my God,
Yes.
everything you ever wanted to eat was on that. I swear I was 15 pounds heavier coming back, right? Like, I can't do it. Like, the buffet's happening now. I was like, I can't do it,
Yeah.
I was like, had my head out the window,
lobster.
like, I need some air. Damn, And before I got on the Kriya yoga path, they have this place in America called Golden Corral. I don't know if you ever heard of it, right?
Yes.
It's like a buffet,
Huge
right? Where they have,
portions.
oh my God, they have everything. And I when people used to want to talk to me about business or DJing, I used to say my meeting place is at Golden Corral. So it was right 1 mile from my house. I used to meet me at Golden Corral. That's my office, right? I used to go to Golden Corral, and it had so much sundaes and cakes and everything. These little kids would eat, and they would just fall on the ground, throw up, and I was like, "Oh my God!" And, you know,
Oh,
we got man down, man down. Too much sundae, too much custard cake or whatever they have, cookies. You know, they have a whole like dessert bar, and I was like, "Oh man, I gotta stop this." You know, I can't do it. I can't treat my body like an amusement park now. So, yeah, my addiction is sweets, or I like this stuff, sugar or whatever. I told the story in the last I guess it was the Soul Talks that Ved Mooney came to me when we were in the Himalayan mountains. He's like, "Come with me," and I was like, "Where are we going?" I was like, "Should we tell Baba?" He was like, "No, don't tell Baba. He'll stop us." And I was like, "All right, where are we going?" He's like, "You like Indian sweets?" I was like, "Hell yeah, we've been eating like cardboard since I got here, you know, like bland, no flavor, no taste." So we went to this Indian sweet shop, and they had all these sweets, and we were in there like dancing, laughing. We were behind the counter. We were singing songs with the guy, and then we came back, you know, like sweets all over our mouth, and he's like, "Wake up, wake up," and we like. And as we came back, our guru was sitting there. He's like, "Where have you two been?" He's like, "Oh, we just took a walk to clear our mind." He's like, "Don't lie to me. I know you went to that sweet shop." He's like, "Yeah, you got us, Baba, but it tasted so good." He's like, "Not too much sweets, you know? We got a long journey ahead." But he thought it was funny, right? He was even laughing about it, like, "Look at these two crazy guys. They've gone mad over some Indian sweets, you know?"
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it, you know, like, especially, you know, when you go in the Himalayan mountains, the food is not flavorful. It's a roti, which is a circle bread. It's some dal, it's some curd, it's some rice. Maybe you get lucky and have some potatoes or corn. That's a lucky day. And yeah, so anytime you can taste some sugar, you're like in hog heaven. Like, "Oh my God, God has shined his light on me." Woo! You know, look at this, you know? And to be honest, the sweets aren't like something to blow you away, but at that point, any sugar, you're in hog heaven. I remember I told Veronica a story before, like, only thing, like I said, the only thing you have up there is like chai to drink or like some kind of tea. And this one guy had a powdered pack of tomato juice, right? And you put it in boiling water and then make it tomato juice. And I'm not usually a connoisseur of tomato juice. Like, I stay away from it in the regular world. But in the Himalayan mountains, I thought I was in hog heaven. I was like, "Oh my God, tomato juice is so blissful," right? But like around here, I would never get tomato juice. But up there, it was the best thing I have ever tasted. So anytime you get some sweets or tomato juice, it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, Sandy says that same. Food and sugar are the final frontiers for me. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I feel your pain, Sandy. That's me too, you know. Like, yeah, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't do any stuff. I never have, but yeah, that food is calling me, you know. That sugar is calling me, right? And they put such beautiful colors on the packaging. The rainbow is calling you. Like, I'm hypnotized by it, right? Like, "Oh my God, look at those M&Ms. Oh, wow, my God." You know?
Marketing works.
The marketing definitely works. They're definitely hypnotizing you with the marketing. Yeah, and you eat a couple and you're like, "Oh man, I don't even know why I did that." You know?
Yeah.
they got me, you know, like I built up this big grand illusion in my
Yeah,
head, how this was going to be so blissful and enjoyable.
it
Man,
did not live up.
this is nothing compared to samadhi, you know, nothing, right?
Well, Katu Roti wants to know how to stop addictions. That's a great question. Discipline? I don't know.
Yeah, so this is a good question. So how to stop addiction? It's not one size fits all. It's different for everybody else. I would just say whatever addiction you're going through or somebody you know are going through, just realize it doesn't serve you in the present moment no more. Like you don't, like I said, you don't want to be dependent on external things to get you to your happy place. You know, you want to realize that happiness is internal, not external. So if you're looking for external things for happiness, you're almost wasting your time, because they're selling you some snake oil. They're charlatans. They're selling you something they don't have. So when you realize that you don't need this thing to make you happy, then you're pretty much 80% of the way home, you know? And why do I need external things to bring me internal happiness? It can't be. So you have to detach from it and see that this no longer serves you in the present moment. For me, before I got on the path of Kriya Yoga, I used to drink like a liter of Pepsi every night. My brain tricked me into thinking I needed the caffeine to stay awake all night to DJ, right? But I just came to a click or a point where I couldn't do it no more. I can't do it no more, you know? I'm not 21 years old. I can't treat my body like an amusement park no more. I have to let it go. It no longer serves me. So from that day, I started drinking water every night, you know? And being a DJ in a nightclub, people send you bottles and drinks all night. I would just pass them away. Doesn't serve me no more. I don't need it, right?
Yeah.
I'm driving right past the 7-Eleven where I bought my Pepsi every day for years and don't need it no more. You know, it no longer serves me. So you have to come to the point where you don't want to do it no more. You just can't do it no more. I can't do it to myself no more. Why am I dependent on this water or this smoke to make me happy, or this drug? I don't need it no more, you know? Happiness is internal, not external, right? So this does nothing for me, you know? So I can't do it, you know? I can't do it no more. So
Can't
you
do
just
it.
have to come to that realization that you just can't do it no more, and you just have to shed it and let it go, you know?
Sandy brings up a good point. Thank you, Sandy. She says, personally, I don't know that I would have gotten on the path if I hadn't tried shrooms. And if you knew me for years, this was a totally unexpected choice. Prior, I'd been closed off to the idea and deep in fear and low frequency consciousness. Yeah, I think that's a
Yeah,
good thing.
I'm not saying I'm not against it. Some people do need those external sources to get them on the path. So if you took mushrooms and it got you on the spiritual path, that's perfectly fine. I'm just saying, me personally, that's how it happened, you know? Like I just couldn't do it no more. Some people need that experience to get them to that state, you know, or to that realization, you know? So it's not one size fits all. It's not everybody's path is the same, you know? It's highly individualized and personalized and tailor-made for yourself. So some people need the inspiration from mushrooms to get them there. Some people need the inspiration from ayahuasca to get you there, you know? I would say personally, in my opinion, if you don't have to, then maybe you shouldn't, you know? I lean more to the inner work than the external thing. But maybe some people need it. It's not one size fits all, you know? So whatever your path is and whatever you resonate with, and that's perfectly fine, you know? I don't want to be a spiritual Nazi, like my way or the highway, right? There's many different roads to the top of the mountain. Which one you take, that is the best road, I would definitely say. So I don't want to discourage anybody. So maybe some people need that extra push of MDMA, ayahuasca, mushrooms, or whatever to get them there. That's perfectly fine, just in moderation, Some
Yeah.
people need that glimpse. They're so distracted by the Maya delusional world. They need that curtain, that veil to come off, right? And they don't have the time or the means to take the long road, sleep in a cave for 5 years or whatever, right? They need results today. So maybe that works for them. I never tried it, but I mean, I don't know. Give it a try,
Yeah.
If what you're doing's not working, maybe mushrooms will get you there, Just do it in moderation, If you eat a big bag of mushrooms every day, then I wouldn't recommend it. You might get too far. And the point of no return. Or you might get to a higher enlightened place. I don't know, I don't have all the answers,
Yeah. Actually, I
It's
did
not one
shroom.
size fits all.
Yeah. Not one size fits all. I don't know. I did shrooms like 30 years ago, and it was a beautiful experience. I just started painting, and I actually have that painting in here. But
Cool.
I did it a second time, and it was not the same as the first time. So I've only done it twice, and after the second time, I'm like, no, it will never be the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, maybe you do it once and that's all you need. Like, all right, I'm good. Been there, done that,
Yeah.
At least I know, at least I experienced it. I observed it. I tested it. And okay, it only works one time. That's fine. Some people keep trying to get that first experience forever, for years, and it just ever isn't the same. So if it's not as effective as it is the first time, then maybe let it go and see what can get you to a state to help you maintain and let it be effective forever. That would be a good state.
Yeah.
Permanent state.
Mm. I don't know. Sandy shares a memory. She says that she went on one of those Carnival cruises from Miami to the Bahamas when I was about 7. That sounds great.
Yeah, that's where I went, the Bahamas. So
Yeah.
you know exactly what I'm talking about, Sandy. It's called Port of Miami. So when you go out across the bridge to Miami Beach, they're all lined up in the Port of Miami going there. So yeah, my father was waiting for me. Like I went on tour or whatever, or, I went somewhere. He goes, "You made good money? They got a special on Carnival Cruises right now." I was like, "Yeah, I knew you were going to say that." So what do you want? You know what I want. I want to go on a cruise to the Bahamas, 3 day. We went on 7 days, 3 days. So, we went to Cuba one time. That's interesting, when Cuba was open. So, yeah, I guess, when was this? I don't know when this was. When Obama was president, they opened Cuba up to America, right? But it was kind of weird. They had different kind of money, like tourist money, and anyway, so I went to Cuba. So I have a magnet on my refrigerator right now of a Cuban cigar from Cuba when I went. So he was the cruise master, He knew all about it, right?
Good father-son bonding time. So you have lots of good memories.
I mean, for me, I was like, man, I'm stuck on this boat. I don't know what to do. The only thing to do is eat, and whatever. So I was like counting the days because I had other work and obligations to go back to. But yeah, it's good. Well, Lisa made him happy. So we got good cruise memories, and we were already in Miami. We didn't have to fly to Miami or just drive down the street. So yeah, it was good, I also, where I lived in Miami was, it's called Miami Gardens, like Northwest Miami, and it's right by the Dolphin Stadium where the Miami Dolphins play. So I went there all the time. I knew all the Dolphins players, and I went to University of Miami, so I knew all the people too, football players. So yeah, so I went there millions of times too. It was walking distance to my house.
Did you ever go there with your dad to see them?
Yeah, of course. Too?
Yeah.
as much as possible. He was the first call I made, right? Like, you up to go to the Dolphins game tonight? Who they playing?
Yay.
Buffalo Bills, you know? And if we were
Oh.
lucky, they would play the Steelers or something. That, you know, we were outnumbered, but we had our Steelers jerseys, so
With your towel.
I'm a Miami Dolphin fan till they play the Steelers, right?
Yeah.
Then I'm a Steelers fan. As long as they don't play the Steelers, then you know, and
Yeah.
yeah, I'm a University of Miami fan. You know, I went there and everything, so yeah. So UM, right? The big U.
The big U.
The Miami Hurricanes.
Oh, did I ask this question? Katu Roti asks, how can we change the programming in our subconscious mind?
Yeah, so the way you change the programming in your subconscious mind, my guru said this to me one day. He said, Vedagurudev, you're a master of distraction and conditioning. Throw all that away. We're yogis. We travel light. We have no baggage. We don't need it. So basically what he was saying, my whole life, I collected all these distractions and conditioning, and you realize you don't need it. And he also said, go back to a child when you had no cares in the world. You had no distractions. You had no conditioning. You were just enjoying the sun, playing. You didn't have a care in the world, you know? So that was a good reminder that all these distractions you've collected your whole life, they no longer serve you. Throw all those rocks out your backpack. They're weighing you down. You don't need it. Travel light. You know, in our Kriya Yoga School, we have this. We say 0, 0, 0, which is basically a reminder to go back to 0. When you were a happy, blissful child, you had none of these rocks in your backpack that no longer serve you. So, yeah, I would say how to clear all the distractions, realize they don't serve you. Why do you need them? And throw all those rocks out your backpack. Like, why do I need these distractions? How do they help me? How do they serve me in the present moment? And you realize they don't. So shed them all. Travel light, my friend. No baggages. Why do you need to know what Donald Trump ate for dinner? You don't. Shed those rocks, you know? Why do you need to know what who won the football game? You don't. Shed those rocks, you know? You begin to see all these distractions you collected your whole life. You don't need them. They don't serve you anymore. So throw all those rocks out your backpack, all these distractions, clear your mind. You know, when you wake up, clear all your mind of thoughts. Definitely before you go to sleep. Don't let any of these distractions follow you into the sleeping state. Clear them all. Detach, let go, detach, let go, detach, let go. Clear, no thoughts. Aligned. Okay. Relaxing deeply. Transitioning into the sleeping state. So, yeah, you begin to have the discernment and the detached witness perspective that all these things you're holding on to, that you're clinging to, no longer serve you in the present moment. So you just let them go. Detach, let go.
Let go.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Go, go, go. Go, go. Bye bye. Bye bye, Felicia. Bye bye. You know, traveling light, my friend. No baggage. Only becoming a sannyasi, a renunciate, right? Only the clothes on our back. We don't need any of these rocks in our backpack. Only the things that serve us in the present moment.
Sandy, you were funny. She says, I'm definitely not wanting to try the ones that you throw up, and then she has a poop emoji after. Yeah, those are no good. We don't want those mushrooms. Bad.
I mean, if they have adverse effects, you know, like I like these commercials in America where they show like a woman running through the fields. She's so happy. She's so blissful. She took this big pharma drug. And then at the end, it says, if you feel like you're bleeding out your ass and you have suicidal thoughts, consult a doctor. I'm like, what? Yeah. Bleeding out your ass? Definitely not taking that, you know, or suicidal thoughts. this pill makes me go on a bridge. Oh no, you know.
Is
So
it worth it?
yeah, you use your own discernment and see what's worth it for you, right? I mean, if you have any of these adverse effects, discontinue right away, right? Like no, you know, like nah, that's not for me. I was throwing up. I had diarrhea. I don't need it, you know. So yeah, that's what I would say. Like, you know your body better than anybody. So if it makes you feel uncomfortable or hurts your digestive tract, then discontinue right away. You know, with anything. Like I say that in yoga too. Like if certain asanas give you pain, don't do it. Come down. Discontinue. Right.
Oh.
We want to have a blissful, happy experience. We don't want to have a painful, suffering experience. You know. So yeah, anything that hurts you, discontinue.
Sandy says it was the ayahuasca, not a mushroom, has that effect.
Yeah.
And throwing
I mean, I've never tried ayahuasca, but my brother Ved Mooney, my yogic brother in Brazil, who used to be a shaman, he said, like, just smelling it smelled like burnt plastic. Don't need it, right? You know? Yeah, just smelling it makes you throw up. So I've never tried. I've never been around it, so I don't have any experience, but
yeah,
that's what I've heard, you know, through the grapevine.
not an experience I want. Katu Roti asks, I've heard they have mushroom snakes in Thailand. They call them shroom snakes. Would you ever try it for the experience? Vedagurudev.
Like, eat the snake?
Yeah, it's like I guess
or the
it's
mushroom.
The mushroom, but it's called a shroom snake.
Katu is asking me if I would eat a snake. I don't know. It doesn't.
No,
sound
it's a snake. It's a mushroom. It sounds like
Oh.
it's just, that's the name of it.
Oh, it's called the mushroom snake. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, he says as in a milk. Hold on. He says shake as in milkshake. What? Oh, is it a snake milkshake? I don't know. I don't see you doing that.
That doesn't sound too appetizing to me, you know. I respect snakes as like divine beings. You know, Shiva has a snake around his neck, or Naga. So I don't know. It doesn't sound too delicious. A snake.
Oh, like a mushroom milkshake.
Oh, I mean that too. You know, like I don't know. That doesn't tickle my taste buds, to be honest with you. So
I don't think you'd be tasting a rainbow.
Yeah, it doesn't sound too appetizing. So, I mean, I have my usual veg diet. I don't really go off it too much, you know. Every once in a while, my daughter will have a birthday or something like that, and I'll have a piece of cake. But I usually stay pretty consistent. So, I don't know. I've never had the opportunity to have a mushroom shake. Maybe I'd try it, maybe not, you know. We'll see what the world has in store for me. I say no today, but maybe tomorrow to be presented to me, and why not give it a try to experience in moderation. I would sip like still alive, okay, let me try another one.
Yeah, I don't know, in the chef world you have to try everything, and like I know I'm not gonna like this. Like, it's just a taste. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't even want to taste it.
Yeah, I don't know, you know. So my dietary preferences are fickle, so probably not, you know, but we'll see. I will never say never, you know. We'll see what the world holds for me tomorrow.
Katatu Roti says apparently they sell it in Pattaya, Thailand. That's down the street from you.
Yeah, I live 20 kilometers away from Pattaya. I've never seen it, you know, so could be, you know, but I'm not seeking it out. So maybe it's around somewhere and I'll check it out.
Yeah, he says it's not for the taste, but for the trip.
Oh, so. For the trip? Well, I'm not a tripper person. Like, I don't take any drugs. So, yeah, I probably wouldn't do that. But, yeah, we'll see.
I don't know. They do put shrooms in everything. Like Sandy says he means shrooms used in shakes. They have mushroom infused chocolate bars and other things here. Canada, I've enjoyed the chocolate in the past.
Yeah, I mean, if it works for you, well then why not? I don't know. It doesn't really, like I said, I'm not looking, me personally, I'm not looking for external things. I more do find my delights in my inner bliss, you know? So that's what
Yeah.
I would say. So I'm not really seeking out external sources. I'm more going inside me as me to find the inner secrets to go to
Yeah.
my happy place, you know?
I know that there's like healing power in mushrooms. They've got coffee with lion's mane. I guess that's supposed to help with like with thinking. So I don't know, but that didn't get me tripped out trying that, but the coffee covered up the taste of the mushrooms. But I have another wrapping up, but I have another couple questions for you, Vedagurudev. Let's
Okay.
see. Can Kriya Yoga be useful for those with autism? There also may be a link between telepathy and autism. Any thoughts on this? Are they more conscious?
Yeah, I would say, well, I'm biased. When you reach a heightened state of consciousness, you more communicate telepathically or intuitively, right? I would say when we were in the Himalayan mountains, there was less words said because we were more communicating on a higher telepathical level, you know? So there was very physical words said. There was more telepathic words said, you know, which I would say that's the main way of communication we had in the Himalayan mountains. For people with autism, yeah, could be. I would definitely say, like, if you have any conditions, I would say, I'm biased, but I would say Kriya Yoga could help you 100%. There's something for you, right? If you can't do the asanas because your physical body is not working with you, you do the breath work, the pranayama, and or you do the meditation or the mantra japa. So there's something for everybody. Most people see yoga and they associate it with hatha yoga, which are physical postures. But really, the real yoga is more breath work, pranayama, more meditation, mastering the mind, more mantra japa, more bhakti, which is like devotion. These are more the emphasis in the Himalaic parampara lineage culture, right? I mean, my guru always used to say, if you have to shed anything, shed the asanas first, right? But always do your pranayama breath work. So whatever your condition is, Kriya Yoga has something for you. So if you're autistic, you're handicapped, or anything, you could definitely do some portion of Kriya Yoga, right? And I want Kriya Yoga to be individualized and personalized and tailor-made for your needs, not for, I don't want you to do what I do, you know? Some people might see me sitting in full lotus and say I could never do that, right? But Kriya Yoga is for everybody, you know? Everybody could do some portion of Kriya Yoga. So no matter what your condition is, no matter what your handicap is, Kriya Yoga is for you. So I would give it a try and see how it uplifts you, you know? And if you can't go outside, go inside.
Sounds like a good idea. Katu Roti wants to know if we have more time for questions or shall I save it for the next time? Maybe one more question and we gotta go. If you have one, or if you want to save it for next time. Either way, we're good.
This Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll have our Soul Talks. We'll have a new, fresh 3 hours to answer everything wholeheartedly, you know?
I'm surprised your earbuds haven't died, Vedagurudev. Like, I had to change mine out.
Pretty good. How long have we been on here now?
3 hours and 23 minutes.
Oh, getting up there. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Well, he has. Oh, okay. Here's the last question of the night. What exactly is the science behind the asanas? How does it bring us closer to the divine? Good question.
So the asanas, the postures, the poses in hatha yoga, it basically uplifts the physical body, right? So even doing physical postures, it becomes a spiritual experience. So it's not like exercise like it looks externally. It's more of a spiritual practice. Because when you do the asanas, you're breathing through your spine and you're breathing out the strain and the tension and the struggle in each asana. So it becomes a more spiritual experience by engaging your bandhas and breathing through your spine and relaxing into the posture and being comfortable into the posture. You know, my guru used to say, if you're struggling and you have tension in the posture, you're missing the point. The point is to relax in the posture comfortably, not to be a yogic superhero and hurt yourself or strain yourself. Or my guru always used to say, pain blocks the flow of prana. So you always want to be in a comfortable, relaxed state in any asana, because pain or struggle will block the flow of prana. So you always want to breathe into the asana. You want to slightly engage your bandhas in the asana and align yourself through your Sushumna nadi and through your spinal breathing with your inner divinity. And that's basically how the physical postures help become a spiritual process, aligning yourself with the divine by doing asanas and physical postures and poses.
Sounds great. Darren Carter, he says, thanks, family. Great as always. Thank you, Darren Carter.
Thank you, Darren Carter. Family as always.
Yes.
See you in the Saturday class at our Kriya Yoga School.
Yeah.
What is this? Class 83. We're getting up there. We're getting close to 100 soon. So, yeah, see you in our Saturday class. 3 profound techniques we'll review in this Saturday class.
And Katu Roti says, thank you for this session, everyone. Nothing but love. Nothing but love for you, too. Aww.
Yeah, nothing but love to you, Katu Roti. You know, we appreciate your questions always.
Yes.
Like I said earlier, I can have something to contemplate on, that I might be seeing the forest without seeing the trees. So now when you help me contemplate it gives me the opportunity to think about things I usually don't think about. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to open my mind and contemplate subjects I don't usually focus on. So I want to keep an open mind. I want to be light on my feet and have an open mind to everything. I'm not married to any ideas. I'm adjustable.
And Sandy says, thank you, lovelies. Blessings sent. Thank you.
Blessings send to you also, Sandy, and all of our lovelies out there and YouTube land.
Yeah, this is our walled garden. It's like, tonight was fun, and thank you, and farewell until we meet again this Sunday at our Soul Talks. So I'll see you then.
Our sacred meditation garden, our sacred sanctuary, our walled garden. You know, we're all family here. We're all a loving community. Come and love. Come from love, not from a place of hate, right? So.
Or you got to go.
All love to everybody out here. Or you got to go, right? We got no time for this. We got no time for this, Felicia. You know? 2 snaps out of here. You know?
I found that diva in me. Oh.
Bye-bye.
2 snaps. You know? Bye-bye. The moment has gone. Bye.
Yes. So this Sunday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we'll be doing our 18th Soul Talks live from a Thailand beach. We usually go 3 hours. So if we didn't get to your question in this satsang, bring it to our Soul Talks. We'll answer it wholeheartedly. And yeah, this Monday, Mantra Monday, will be Lord Brahma. 108 Raksha beads, one mala for Lord Brahma. On Mantra Monday, that world premieres 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on YouTube. And yeah, every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Vedgurudev's live Kriya Yoga Q&A Satsang. We usually go 3-4 hours. And yeah, we'd love to have everybody here. And for all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members, this Saturday will be our 83rd class. We'll be reviewing 3 new techniques, 1 powerful mantra, 1 powerful asana, and 1 very powerful meditation. And yeah, so make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Vedagurudev. Watch as many Babaji daily quotes as you can. Watch as many Satsang videos as you can. Watch as many Soul Talk videos as you can. And we'd love to have you and our loving Kriya Yoga family on YouTube at Vedagurudev. And today is the first day. If you want to make soul connections inspired by Kattu Roti, he told me to make Yinder, but Yinder was already bought by somebody. So we made Soul Linder, connecting souls worldwide. It doesn't have to be on a romantic level, but it can be. It could be on just a spiritual path level where you could find like-minded yogis and yoginis practicing, walking the spiritual path. On there, we have a tab called Map, where you can see the whole map where all of our members are located around the world. And you click on that and you find somebody in your area to practice yoga with or make a loving soul connection. So I thought it was a blissful thing to make connecting souls worldwide, because it is very hard when you walk the spiritual path to find somebody on your frequency, on your level. So go to soulinder.com. And if you want to join me, Veronica, Paul, Darren, all of our Kriya Yoga School Masterclass members who you see on here in our Kriya Yoga Masterclass and master the supreme science of Kriya Yoga, go to kriyayogashop.com and join our loving soul family, our loving walled garden, our meditative garden, and Kriya Yoga in the Kriya Yoga Masterclass. See you on the inside,
Well, before we go, Zain came in at the last minute. Zain Ahmad says, Namaste, blessings to everyone. Blessings to you, Zain.
Blessings to you, Zain. Also, thank you for joining us. And we'll be back 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time this Sunday for our Soul Talks live from a Thailand beach. And all the information is there. Pick which one resonates best with you, and see you on the inside. And I guess with that said, we'll go out like always with Babaji's Mula Mantra. So whatever you're going through, call Babaji's direct phone number, and he will help you overcome whatever financial problems, health problems, family problems, emotional problems you are going through. And Babaji's Mula Mantra is Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. And Veronica will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om.
Om Kriya Babaji Nama Om. And last but not least, we will sing the Universal Peace Mantra, transmuting peace and love to all people all around the world. And Veronica will say it so beautifully right now.
Om Shanti, 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 Shalom, Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Em, Om Spirit, Swami Kami, Amen, Amen, Omen, Selah Om. Om.
Om Shanti, 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 Shalom. Sat Nam Sadhu Tao Em Spirit, Swami Kami, Amen, Amen, Omen, Selah Namaste, I'm Vedagurudev, and today I'm going to share a proven spiritual system that's already helped thousands experience deep transformation. When you join the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass, here's exactly what you'll get. Weekly deep dive classes, Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bi-monthly Holy Fire Yagna ceremonies to clear energetic blocks. Weekly Satsangs and Q&A, Wednesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Instant access to over 200 plus on-demand classes on asanas, pranayama, mantra japa, and meditation. Direct VIP access to me for daily mentorship and support. This is not just information, it's direct transmission, guidance, and transformation. Thousands have already said yes to the Kriya Yoga path. And if you're here now, something inside you is ready to. Click the Join Now button below, choose your membership, and begin your journey to inner freedom today. See you inside the Kriya Yoga School Masterclass.
Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji Namo. Kriya Babaji